We're only live on the YouTubes.
We'll do it live.
I'm on the
The most
YouTubes.
censored platform.
Hello,
The most
Tubes.
censored platform.
Hello, Tubes. JDLE's back.
Yeah, cool.
Tubes.
Yeah.
The most censored and AI platform is the one that you choose to go live on.
Well,
Oh, hold on. We're not live. We're just showing a flag thing.
I was going to say, where's the
Start
stream?
virtual. Hello, Tubes. We're on the Tubes now. We're on the Tubes.
Yeah, cool.
Am I sub to your channel or not? I have to check.
I don't know.
Am I? Because I don't see it. Let me just have a look. You are Sir Hemingford Grey.
Yeah.
Is that what you? Is that what
YouTube? Yeah.
On?
So if I go to,
why the fuck has that done that?
Hang on, I'll search for it. I don't think.
Whilst you do that, I'm going to look here, and Sir S.
Oh no, I am.
How stupid is YouTube?
Right.
It's not actually letting me share a link to the stream. It sends a link to my channel from itself.
No, again. The last
Your
live
name's.
stream was 2 weeks ago.
Refresh it. Maybe you're at the top of my list. No, you're not at the top of my list. Maybe your name is Hemingford Grey? Let's have a look.
See Hemingford Grey, isn't it?
I've got at Hemingford Grey here. Is that the one?
Oh, there. Hemingford Grey. That's it. And no, I don't see anything for live.
No, last live, it says here, it streamed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Christmas spooktacular.
Yeah, it should be live.
Should be live.
Let's just try refreshing, see what happens.
Let's see what
Carling. You have no fucking taste, man. Is that Carling's all right, actually. It's not too bad.
Carling's for when you want beer, but you don't want any flavour. It's nice and light.
It's better than English brewed fucking Kronenberg and.
No, apparently this stream doesn't exist.
I know, this is so weird. Susan's been having a word with the vegetarian who may or may not be vacuous.
My landing page, everything says that I'm live on my landing page. Is it because the title's sniping?
Everything says that you're not live according to my account.
Yeah, I'm looking at your channel, mate, and I don't like.
No, can't see nothing.
Home, it's got JDLE 32 from 2 years ago. Videos is the Just Don't Like 'Em intro. Live is 14 words. Playlist, community.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Okay, analytics, end stream.
Yeah,
because it says end stream.
I'll try logging into YouTube on the laptop web browser, see if that makes any difference. I'm using the YouTube app on my phone at the moment.
Let me try you on Invidious. Let's see if that comes up. Invidious. Because this isn't going to work.
It might be private.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try that. Let's have a look.
Hello, hello.
It's
Hello.
private.
We're possibly
Public.
live, maybe.
Let's have another go.
No, we're not.
Are you showing your privates again, Hemi? Goddamn.
Yeah, we're going to stream like Brutus is at
stop.
it again. He can't keep doing this.
Barkley, no.
Don't say fuck, bugger, nigger, or Jew. Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, here we go. It's live.
Yeah, I've put it
we're
on public
live.
now.
Oh, I like the flag. I'm gonna put that on the Twitters. There we go. So let's post it. Posting this. Join in. Let's have a laugh at the vegetarians and Cornish.
Hey, here we go. JDLE watching Brutus.
Cornish.
Yeah, it was private. That was why.
And Happy New Year. There we go. Right, let's post that there.
It's fucking weird though. You go to the live tab and it just has pre-recordings. You have to go to the videos tab and then it shows it live.
Right, so if I patch the audio through, you can listen to the Borathon.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like it, bad impressions aren't going to sell it, are they?
There we go.
Yeah, one of the things I was going to say to Thomas, but I never kind of dared to, was how does it feel talking to somebody who has no memory of 9/11?
It sounds like a news writing team.
It's Thomas Bowden Reese's ex-girlfriend stream, I think.
Yeah.
Do you not remember 9/11? It's funny, like for my generation, like
SJJ doesn't remember 9/11.
They will tell you
he wasn't even
born. They will
born.
remember exactly where they were
Let's go
when
on
they found out.
pinknews.com. Let's have a look at Pink News and see.
Does that have
Brutus,
SJJ's date of
the
birth on it?
vegetarian, start streaming
My
again for
generation.
the end of 2023.
Everybody. It's 9/11, but it's also everybody
Minutes
remembers where they
It's
were.
9/11 time
when Diana died.
Homophobia.
Is Brutus like a Remainer? It's like 9/11 was his like big event that he won't
Diana
go.
died. That was like one of my earliest memories.
It's
No,
fun
I was-
listening
I was-
to him and seeing that
I
he
was a
hasn't moved on
teenager,
at all
I was in
since
bed, I was hungover
2015.
as fuck.
It was the comeback stream was the best.
Diana's dead, and I'm like,
After
oh,
we'd
fucking
vanquished
give a
him once, he's
shit.
like, I feel like
Went to sleep,
I'm Brutus
and
in
that was
Van
it.
Helsing.
And I remember 9/11.
Ah, here we
You've
go.
got-
Here's an article about
Hemi, you've got
up and
you've got
coming queer artists to keep an eye on
and some
in
fucking Indian guy
2024.
comes in the shop and he's like, America,
Hemi, you've got-
America, war.
You've got
war. And I'm
Brutus's
like,
stream coming through on my
oh, fuck,
speakers.
dude.
That's the idea, so we can all listen to it
You know,
together and
I
laugh
just
at
didn't
it.
know what was happened. Like,
Yes.
I thought maybe
Can I just say,
Yeah, but
Princess
it's coming.
Diana,
It's
right?
coming through on the speakers
Net
at Telegram, though. I
net
can't really hear
positive.
anybody else.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh,
wait,
but that,
yeah.
hang on. That's a fucking tangent. Let him
Is that
finish his
better?
story a minute, Gaz. All right.
No, that was it.
Yeah,
there
that's
we
it.
go.
Is that a good
Yeah,
mix
the
if you
volume's
can
a
hear
bit
us
lower.
and the stream?
It was a bit confusing because I was listening to Nob and I was just like, hang on, why is Grieve telling us about Brutus and his stream? It's like, is he listening to us whilst he's doing that stream?
I'm
It's like, no.
saying, like,
No, fuck you. Where were you when you heard about 9/11?
Well, I was 12 in like, geography.
Where were
and
you?
they wheeled us
You're like,
out,
yeah,
like, the-
10.
the Holocaust.
Right,
No,
point
no,
being,
no,
you
like,
remember it.
In
Yeah.
year 11, they wheeled
Do you
out a
think
little
that's like
and they had
feigned
like,
anger or is that like real anger?
in
Like,
year, like, I guess 7 or something, they wheeled out a little telly and
Oh,
it had
dear
9/11 on it, and that's how
I
got
guess
into that,
heaven
yeah.
or something.
And then I
Hello,
got into Flat
Brutus.
Earth a little bit
Let's
later.
talk about vegetarian meals we're going to have for January, or should I say
I
veganary?
remember 9/11 more than the,
Have you
Holocaust.
seen that? Was that that
Vegan-
what that
vegan
is?
Uary.
That fucking thing on
You mean
Twitter?
vegan?
Bru-
you are?
I
Brutus-
can't remember. Was there a political event?
Brutus does
Brutus has gone
veganary all year
vegetarian.
long.
Oh,
Is he,
So this
is
is
he,
my point.
is
I've
he a
re-
Yeah, there
vegan?
you go.
I don't.
I've really,
don't
really
think
fucked
there's
up my
been that thing
I've really, really
like,
fucked up
yeah.
my Twitter feed, and now all it is, it's
he
atheists,
can't get it back.
it's atheists,
There's gonna be
vegans, and trannies. I don't know why.
Don't click on the books, man. You know, it's a trap.
Because you're looking at because you're looking at that
new
shit. So
generation
the
of
algorithm thinks that you like
How
that.
do you
Yeah, but I'm
think
only
Mark
looking at it
Collett
because
got fat
because the
busted women?
algorithm's giving me it.
Emmy, how do you think Mark Collett got fat?
Yeah, because
busted
you're
women?
looking at it and posting it on the Telegram chat. I mean, what do you
Yeah, I
expect?
heard the new Skrillex
Exactly.
album. It's quite good. I quite
You
good.
know, Skrillex
It's
is
your
old,
fault
but
for looking at this
he-
shit.
he's
Oh,
basically
God.
a
Oh God, they're talking about Skrillex now, Hobbit.
quartet. So, yeah.
Oh, goodness me, it's 2012 all over again.
It is, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. It's a fun album. I enjoy it.
Stephen J. James is like,
Which
I don't know
album
what
are
that
you
was because I was at school
The
disco.
latest Skrillex album. It came out this year. I just listened to it today.
Was he
Yeah,
like
Solo,
listening to
but it's
repeats
not
of Bob the
collaboration.
Builder, or was he
I don't know
watching
if I-
Elsa
Yeah.
Poo
Yeah.
Toilet Spider-Man Double Pregnant?
Oh man! Oh dude!
You know, SJJ's
Bob
like
the
that.
Builder.
That's why he eats the way he does. He doesn't want to poo properly in case two babies pop out.
Oh,
Oh, fuck me.
Fucking hell.
Bob the
This-
Builder.
That was a
Can we
weird
fix it?
time
Bob
in
the
history as
Builder.
well. Like, considering like how
No, check 'em out,
companies like
definitely.
Disney and
All you gotta do is,
Nintendo are
like,
so
look,
litigious.
Alfred, when
We've
you're
got
Oh.
looking
Minnie
at
Mouse
this
and
is
Mario
Brutus said, I
getting
dragged
each other
Gary on
down.
again. Might throw in a chatting link. I don't know. It's scared. It's scared.
and yeah, write them down, and then when you get home, steal them all off YouTube, and eventually.
Oliver Cromwell
become
says
like,
Alfred a coward.
well,
You
like
know
me.
what?
Yes,
I
yes.
was
The
such a wigger as a
Alfred,
teen.
the new name for
I
Brutus.
used to listen
Yeah.
to an extra
Because
a lot.
you see, ultimately, the Brutus plan is a
Oh, man,
serious plan.
I did not want to know.
Well, it's
you
the
just-
Alfred plan.
Yeah, well,
The Alfred
The Brutus
plan is
plan
ultimately a
is-
serious plan.
You know what? All right.
We talk about 2001 and 2012 and interchange between the two. It's ultimately a serious plan.
No.
I been listening to some of the videos he's been putting out, and he had this serious fantasy, as he called it,
You remember that?
kick all the foreigners out, and then they were going to install a peasant king to get rid of King Charles.
Oh, man, that was crazy.
And
Him when I was 12.
Brutus, sorry, Alfred
This
the
peasant
Invincible.
king,
with his-
he wouldn't happen to look like Lee Evans, would
On the
he?
French exchange.
A fat vegetarian Lee Evans, yes. Now,
How can you get a
This-
fat vegetarian? That's an oxymoron.
We met one in Oxford, Fraser.
Like, we met one.
We met one in Oxford.
How
well,
can you?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
exist.
that was banging.
he eats a lot of carrot cake and donuts, put it that way. Now,
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, he's also
Alfred
very grateful when you
Invin-
build him a PC, isn't he? I bet.
How many carrots
Now-
would you have to eat to get fat?
a lot. Now, Alfred the Invincible, who has 34 subscribers on his channel, has this brilliant plan, you see, called Weden Wednesdays. Have you heard about this plan?
I did.
What it is,
Have a flick through
Rodin,
it.
that sounds
The test stream.
It's brilliant. Right, what you do is you go to a pub on Wednesdays, and then you go to the barman and say, I hear this is where we get the far-right nationalist uprising called Weden Wednesdays. And the barman's just like, yes, we're all part of this decentralized terrorist cell.
It's the
Come
first
here,
rule of
that is
Weden
the British
Wednesdays.
corner over there.
It's the first rule of
Sit
Weden
down.
Wednesdays. Don't talk about Weden Wednesdays.
No.
Yeah, that's it. You just go up to the barman and say, hello, I'm a political dissident. I wish to practice a criminal conspiracy. Oh, yes, you'll want that corner over there then, sir.
The second rule of Weden Wednesdays is don't talk about Weden Wednesdays. The third rule of Weden Wednesdays is you have to whinge about people who have ever said anything about you on the internet.
The fourth rule of Weden Wednesdays is no smoking.
The fifth rule is anything but San Miguel is outlawed.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, look at this! He's playing. I think he's playing Out of Space now by Prodigy.
Wow, so cool.
Oh, that's a fucking banger! Can you hear that?
What?
This is how we're going to win over everybody.
All right, I might jump off. Just wanted to.
I
break the
used
ice,
to like
sorry.
Prodigy, but I can't
All right,
link
mate.
to
No,
it now.
it's nice
because
to meet you.
it's-
But I feel like
I'm
I
gonna fuck off too. Yeah.
Oh no, Grief's gonna go. Oh no.
No, it's coming up. It's
Aw.
literally 15 seconds to go before a clean 2 hours. Like literally logging off in 10 seconds. Yeah.
Can you not hear that? Can you not hear
Oh,
that?
what a
Can you not
shame.
hear that? Can you not hear that?
Not the not.
All right.
Yes.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
So how many like restreams is this going through? So Brutus playing on his piece of shit desktop
ran away as well.
to
StreamYard,
StreamYard, which should then be picked up by you and rebroadcast on the telegrams.
Yeah.
Okay, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to shut the stream down now and I'm going to delete it. All right. Anyway, cheers.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to delete it.
That gold.
Oh,
That gold
no.
is gonna be gone forever.
Somebody grab it quick.
Oh no! But don't go, Brutus.
Who's got the
Oh.
fastest internet? Who's got the fastest net connection? We need to download this quick, man.
No, it's
I've
Brutus. He
got
can't do.
it,
He can't
so-
do anything quickly.
Well, I've only got 38 megabit ADSL fiber. It's all I can get here. So
it goes back 2 hours.
38
So
megabits. Fucking hell. Where are
what do I?
fucking.
I'm in the fucking sticks, mate. I'm in a small
How
village.
do I?
Sounds
how
like you're
do
in
I
South
download
Africa,
it?
for fuck's sake.
I've got. the
No, I'm in
link.
East. I'm in East Dorset. No, I'm in
Well,
East
What, do I
Dorset.
just
but
like? Do I just
No,
replay it and have it on OBS?
it's really not. It's fucking amazing around here. It really is.
Oh, the
fucking
video's
great.
been deleted, so too bad. Can't
Oh,
do it.
Bollocks.
Oh no!
Anyway.
What a pity.
Anyway, 38 meg is quick enough for most purposes. Anyway, we're getting fiber to the cabinet soon, so I'm going to get a much faster net connection soon.
Turbo
sometime early in the year, early next year.
He obviously must have been talking about little girls at some point during that stream yet again.
Well, you know, he had the tits on the stream, and he was just like, "Oh, they're a bit too big for me." Yeah, I like it. Oh, I wouldn't want to quote Brutus here and be taken out of context, but you know, what was it saying about grass on the pitch?
If you want to actually, you know, let's we can relive some of Brutus's greatest moments, can't we?
Well, I was going to say, what about one of his recent moments? What if we do the thing where he's talking about the Brutus plan as a serious plan and doing the Weden Wednesdays? I think that's a good one.
No, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to have my say.
Yeah, he likes to do that a lot, doesn't he? I've got Hemingford Gray in the chat here saying I fucking killed her. She's fucking dead, you cunt. I took a train ticket up to Glasgow and I killed her and got away with it. I'm Brutus. I murdered a prostitute. Bruce, why would you say such things? I mean, that's legally actionable. Never mind, eh?
Oh, here we go.
Where the
all I
fuck
said
is
was
this
Brutus was
I
seen
think I'm
buying
going to point something out here. I've got Hemingford in the chat saying Brutus was seen buying a train ticket to Glasgow. She's fucking dead. She's fucking dead, you cunt. She's overdosed and you're dead and you're making
She's
fun of
overdosed
her.
and you're dead. I'm
Like,
not
what
dead.
the fuck is wrong with you people?
I didn't buy it.
I don't understand
You're
it. You think it's fucking funny?
None of us discussed
what is the matter
how
with you?
her demise happened.
It's
Why is he jumping to
insane.
conclusions? that she
You
had
think
an
it's funny?
overdose?
Well, Brutus is going to buy a train ticket to Glasgow. She's fucking dead, you cunt.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what is
Wow.
what is
Can we now
what's
talk
wrong
to a
with you
ghost
people?
like a couple of years
Brutus.
ago?
As a little postscript to that conversation, when Lacey came... Go on then. Ask.
What's the actual story then? Did he shag a prostitute?
Right, Lacey disappeared for a couple of months, and Brutus was being he had his shield out. He was virtue signaling.
Yeah.
I'm the most virtuous man alive. I'm trying to solve the riddle of Lacey's murder, even though she's just been missing off the internet for a couple of weeks, and I'm sure it's a murder. I said Brutus was seen buying a train ticket to Glasgow. That happened. Then Lacey came back and she said, Brutus is a twat because I told him before I went away that I was going away for a little while. that's the best bit.
Brutus is very serious and sensible.
Yeah.
So she's not dead.
No,
she's not dead, and he knew she wasn't dead.
She's not dead. This was after.
Let's have another one to remind us of how great Brutus is.
Okay, all right. Here's the fucking $1 million. I'm going to barge in. No, hang on a minute. I'm going to fucking barge in here now. I'm going to tell you the hardcore fucking truth that you guys don't want to hear. Here's the fucking truth of the matter. You don't want to fuck these 16-year-old girls. No, listen. No. You don't want to fuck them, but some packy's going to do it instead.
And if you would like the whole context of Brutus digging himself a hole, look on my channel and you type in Brutus in marriage and you can get the whole stream unedited, or none of it taken out of context. You can hear about the what he just said there, which I'm not going to repeat.
The hardcore truth. It's the hardcore truth that you won't fucking look at.
Yeah. Hardcore, isn't it?
The hardcore truth that you just won't face.
Yeah. Like, how many carrot cakes can you eat in one sitting? Huh?
I mean,
why are people in the chat getting upset with this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Why are people in the chat getting upset with Brutus talking about schoolgirls? Why are people getting upset about that?
How old is Brutus? Because if I tried to shag a
he's old enough.
Absolutely fucking battered, mate. I mean,
he's old enough where that would be creepy.
I mean, I'd be fucking dead if I went to a 16-year-old and I'm 40 years old. I'd be fucking battered to fuck around.
Well, he subscribes to Collett's talked about the same thing with Ralph. About, you know, the older men should be.
Well, they're all in on it, aren't they?
16-year-old
There's a phenomenon here, isn't there? Of older men liking fucking 16-year-old girls or younger.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't understand why he didn't get buddies in with Millennial Watts and all that lot, because they all seem like him young.
Well, because, you know, much like he did to us, he can't help stabbing people on the back. I mean, in the back. He's like... And then he started going on about that stream that you were talking about, Hobbit, the one, you know, where he was talking about the Weden Wednesdays, where he said about, well, they've all blacklisted me for no reason whatsoever. Well, wasn't he selling out his own fucking Telegram chat supposed to have been for a bit of clout from Laura Towler?
Laura Towler, who didn't know who he is and still doesn't, and he's like, Miss Towler, rude boys in the chat said rude things about you. I'm telling. That's good leadership material, is right there. You know, selling out your mates to someone you don't know in order to get a crumb of clout or pussy.
Well, you know, he did tell her to spread her legs. Maybe he thought that he'd be.
Pussy, to be honest.
Maybe that was just foreplay. Spread your legs, Laura.
Do you think she saves it, or do you think it's fucking hairy down there?
To be fair, By Ray said it's strange how obsessed Brutus was with Towler and DOA, considering they're both in their 30s. To be fair, that's a lot healthier than he was talking about on that Christmas stream when he'd had a few shandies.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. I've said some stupid shit, but that beats it all, really.
To be fair, fucking before the Packies do is just way out there.
The stuff you said's embarrassing, but it's not criminal. Like what
yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, that's yeah.
But this is the other thing, right?
A lot of people think that he wasn't drunk
said
on that stream. That he was pretending.
Well,
to
yeah,
be drunk.
I have got bans. I'm not going to deny I'm a reformed degenerate. I was.
You got bans
anymore.
for what you said, but you didn't get like, you know, going like, oh well, fuck them. I'm taking my ball with me, and I'm never going to respond to them again.
Nah, I did initially take it quite bad, but I got used to it, and it was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but the fact is, you didn't sort of go like, oh, I'm never talking to that lot again because they hate me. You just sort of went, yeah.
Is this okay? Then Brutus was supposedly drunk on the in marriage stream. This here, does this sound like someone who's drunk, or does it sound like someone who's doing a sound effect?
Well, fuck all those cunts.
Sound effect, it can't be.
He wasn't slurring his words, was he?
Exactly. Exactly. I don't think he was.
And the other thing as well, I know he's not drunk there because he's not prefacing what he's about to say with listen, wet burp. I know what drunk sounds like, okay? I was in the pub a few days ago, and I can tell you, like, you're like, mate, listen, love you.
Listen, love, why don't we just kill all the homosexuals in Oxford? Do you remember that one?
To give a bit of context to what was going on there, right? So pub crawl in Oxford, and there's so many of us that I just go, you know what, I'm going to sit on the table next to these women I've not met before, and I just, you know, ingratiate myself.
No, it was a couple, weren't it? And it was a very nice, typical fucking town couple, gown couple, not town couple, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Oxford had this thing of town versus gown, and the gowns are the ones that go to university. And so we met a few gownies when we were at the pub, and I sort of sat next to them.
That was shortly before your mate painted the whole of the inside of the pub with one pint. Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah, Mr. I don't want this pint inside me. I'm just going to give it to the floor instead.
And the ceiling and the walls. And all over the
no! So you puked in a fucking pub floor?
No.
All over the wall.
The woman handed him a pint, and somehow it ended up all over the bar, ceiling, chairs, table, windows, everything. I don't know how.
What, he just knocked it over?
My mate doesn't have Parkinson's, but he does have a drinking problem, and he admitted to having half a bottle of gin before coming out. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, and the other half. But anyway, back to the banter, right? So I'm sat on the table. I was just like, oh, my mates are all busy there. Can I be mates with you? You know, usual thing. and it works, and I get my way in there because I'm rude, but I'm rude in a cheeky sort of way, which is tolerable.
You have
and
charisma,
then Brutus
you have charisma, Hobbit, which are certain. Turley, we're live. Don't say fuck up, burger.
Yes, whereas Brutus was like, I'm going to take a leaf out of Hobbit's book. I can ape what he's doing. So he's like, he sits next to the same Gownies. He says, "Oh, a lot of cyclists here in Oxford." And there's like, "Yeah, they're absolute terrorists, aren't they?" And girls sort of nodding, and he's saying, "Oh, it'd be fun to string them all up." And they sort of few polite laughs, and there's like they're actually laughing, and then he said, "Yeah, and we can kill all the gays too." And when they did that, they just stood up and walked off. And it was like, Brutus, there's this thing called reading the room. It's a good skill to have if you're going to be a leader of the dissident alt-right. And look, I don't want to be a leader, right? Because what with the autism and everything, I'm not good at reading people, but I can read them better than you can, mate.
Yeah, I'm the same. That's why I never wanted to be any kind of leader, because I'm exactly the same, Hobbit.
Yeah, but you would know that if you're speaking to normies, you don't go, "Yeah, we should gas all the queers," though, do you?
No, I don't.
You know that shouldn't be said.
When I go to my boozer in about an hour, I don't think it's going to go down fucking well if I say that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, that's not happening.
Do you want me to play Weden Wednesday then, Hobbit? Is that where you put it in?
Yeah, cool. Let's have a listen to this.
Let's listen to this. The new thing
plan?
to save
Jesus. How many
the
plans are
Humanoid race.
The Brutus plan is a serious plan. Phrase. Take notes, okay? You will be quizzed on this. There is a quiz at the end, right?
Everyone.
So you get your copybooks out. We're all going to pay attention now.
Wednesday.
Is there one question on the quiz? How to go to prison the fastest?
This one's very quiet.
You save this country. So what is it? Well, basically the idea is go to the pub on Wednesday and have a pint. That's it. Why do I say this? I say this because everybody on the internet knows that people on the dissident right, people in the conspiracy theory realm, anti-vaxxers, incels, etc., dissatisfied people on the internet that talk about political and philosophical ideas. Everybody knows.
Yeah, because Spurgs stuck behind their computers love going to the pub
in real life.
Yes.
My argument is that we should go to the pub.
Hello.
Okay, some people may say we should go to church. Well, we all know church
I'm
very gay these days. Some people may say
I'd like a pint of beer. I'm here for Weden Wednesday.
Talk to each other that much. It's not really a place for socializing.
Some
people might say, "Well, go and join this political organization or that political organization." But the problem with doing that is now you're getting yourself involved with the far right. Maybe you'll end up getting doxxed. Maybe you'll join an organization which then does something stupid and you get involved
Brutus
in
is an example of what happens when keyboard Spurgs do go
to
pubs.
etc. So there are all kinds of complications with that. My argument is if we all just make it a meme, we make it a thing to go to the pub on Wednesday, right? All the conspiracy theorists in the country, all the incels, all the different, right, all everybody. We just
the only meme that Brutus has successfully created is whatever you do before the Asians.
And if it's a thing on the internet and everybody knows about it, then everybody does it every Wednesday. Then eventually people will be able to meet up with each other, because there are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of us.
It's Wednesday
all around the country.
A
lot of
it's Wednesday.
People very unhappy.
Yeah.
Possibly a little bit lonely as well.
Brutus.
Is everything fucking gay club or something?
If we push this thing
forward, Bruce is just going to go and dance with Ricky Hatton, isn't he?
It becomes part of British culture, or at least it becomes part of
he was talking on this stream about how he loves Liam Gallagher. He's taken that song up. You know, the ones like "Start a Revolution from my dad"
every Wednesday.
Start a revolution from my mum's box room.
Maybe ask the barman, "Oh, have you ever heard of this
From the
Wednesday
bedsit I've been kicked out into.
"Oh yeah, that."
Just drop it in there to the barman. You ever heard of Weden Wednesday? I've just made it up.
You have clauses of deniability.
I got a phone call. Be right back, my dudes.
You're just a bloke going to the pub for a pint because you heard about some, maybe
could all do
chat on the internet or whatever. Or maybe you didn't even do that. Maybe you just went to the pub because you wanted a drink. And then you stand there and you have a pint and you talk to random people, and maybe you have an interesting conversation. Maybe you end up making a few friends, but you've got complete plausible deniability. To see what I'm saying?
Because it's Weden Wednesday.
So in this way, I think this should be the great rallying point.
What are you doing that needs plausible deniability?
I've come for Weden Wednesday. That's not going to make me look far right at all.
England, it's the heart of the social life of England. It's also a very ancient tradition.
Brucey Kimmett said, "Yeah, why not just call it Wignat Wednesdays?"
And it goes all the way back to the great mead halls of the Norse, of the Saxons, of the pagans. It goes all the way.
I'm not far right, officer. I'm a Saxon.
Valhalla, essentially. So yes, the pub is a spiritual place. Go to the pub. Drink beer while you're drinking beer in your mind. Pray to Woden.
Wink at the bar. Right? Wink at the barman and tell him I'm here for
and
Weden
commune
Wednesday.
with your ancestors, because I can guarantee you that you're this. All of your ancestors went to the pub and they drink. You know, and there's a lot of people out there. They're just complaining. Oh, there's no community.
Vishnu Vendays.
There is actually
Vishnu Vendays.
Every single town.
Vishnu Vendays.
It's just you're not part of it, or we're not part of it. You know what I mean? Because if you do go out drinking, you'll see there's a crowd and they all know each other. The pub is also a place where all the tradesmen, all the plumbers, all the electricians, all the scaffolders.
Been to a pub in like 20 years because pubs ain't like that anymore. They're like fucking restaurants now.
And it's
I'll step in here. In certain places like where
working class men, essentially, or at least working class men that work for themselves.
If I want to go,
and of course, in addition to that, people in the pub. I don't know if they're entirely right, but I mean, it is a place of free speech.
I can go
because you're drinking.
Find them
and when
in there.
People drink,
like,
they say whatever the hell they want.
The pubs are still like that around
here. So
here.
You can go there again. You've got plausible deniability.
And I'm going.
Somebody says, "Oh, you said something racist, homophobic in the pub." You're just like, "Fucking hell, mate." I had a few pints and I made a joke or whatever.
Often I'm one of the youngest people there because the 20-year-olds and the late teenagers and the 20-year-olds don't go in the pubs unless it's special occasions. It's all people 35 and older in there. Well,
you can't pop in. You can't pop in like for a cheeky fucking pint on your way home in the work van anymore because all fucking work vans are trackered now anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of them are independent traders, like small companies that don't give a fuck. So people will actually do around here. It's still very much like it was in most places 20, 30 years ago, like in a couple of the locals here. And I really like it but a lot of the places in towns and cities, they're not at all anymore. And they're just filled with
Damien's just hit the nail on the head. He said, PWR's on a Wednesday. All the tens of thousands like-minded people are too busy watching that.
But
come on, lads. I think that being a bit small-minded now. I think we should do Mark Collette Mondays. We can do Fraser Fridays. Weden Wednesdays.
Toladollar Tuesday.
One day, every day of the week.
Is Toladollar Tuesday when you have the pub quiz because everyone has to put a $5 in for the winnings?
Yeah. What?
Tola disappears before the quiz starts.
You've still got.
No, that's that geezer in Wales, isn't it?
Pubs. You've still got proper local boozers. Obviously, they all do food as well. It's where the money is, and it's good food too. But there's hardly anyone there under 30, 35. So the next generations, when the older generations die out, the pubs are going to die out too. I'm one of the youngest people there most of the time.
Well, kids don't have the habit of going to the pub, do they?
Yeah, they don't anymore. No.
And there's not many immigrants. There's not many immigrants that drink in pubs. The Polish, I'm told the Polish have a big thing of drinking at home. Muslims don't fucking drink. I don't know if Indians drink down the pub.
What about the Albanians? Do they drink?
Some of them do.
They do streams on a Wednesday night.
Sikhs in the pub. In Southampton, you used to get quite a lot of Indian Sikhs in the pub, like second, third generation immigrants, or even first generation. You did used to see them, but yeah, Muslims no. Eastern Europeans.
Well, it's the second generation because when I was college and that in Leicester, there were a couple of whose mum and dad had moved from there. They wanted to drink.
It is expensive now, as well. Don't forget.
I've known a few Hindus.
Split, didn't you, where they all go radical.
I've known a few Hindus that were Alkis. They tend to be Alkis, don't they, Hindus?
Yeah, I mean, in Southampton, a lot of Sikh Seraukis, they had a major problem. They like their whiskey. They like their single malt scotches and their fucking.
Oh, that's the trappings of empire bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. But they really like that stuff, and yeah, they had their community. They had a bit of a drink problem in Southampton. They were
I think we're leaving money on the table because Buyer Ray's got it here. We need a modern remake of the Odd Couple, but with Brutus and Ralph.
Oh, Ralph, where is he these days?
I can't wait for the episode where Brutus's mum comes round.
Well, what you got to do is you got to dip into the other religious circles, Fraser. Surely he's been outed by the Muslims now. He's going to be in the Buddhist or fucking someone else's stuff.
Any Quaker this week?
Can he Quaker? He's a Mormon now.
He's got to have had a go at Quaker by now, or is he on like bizarre Yank religious sects like Wesleyan or something like that?
It's fucking just.
So let's hear the rest of the fascinating Weden Wednesdays.
Spring is the great rebirth. In the old calendars, the ancients, they would celebrate the new year in like March and April.
Does he not?
In the middle of,
is he not a poo in the loo religionist?
But whatever.
Then, Brutus.
I'm going to be away from the pub for a couple of months, but I will return.
No, he's some sort of
spring.
He was in some sort of weird Hindu cult, I think.
And it's just a simple idea of go to the pub on a Wednesday.
Krishna, that was it.
Yeah. Is that what branch is Hare Krishna? What's that from?
That's what we're in Hindu. Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism. Basically, all the shit aspects all merged into one. It's a con artist made it.
He had that guru geezer. His guru was didn't he get like murdered for being anti-Semitic or something?
Guru touch a button, you know.
Base.
Yeah, because I always thought Hare Krishna's was a con, but it seems to have it seems to have like gone
London.
through a bit of a rebirth.
In like West London. It started off in like West London in like the 50s, I think. So.
Yeah, it was an Indian who come here to learn. It's the same as like how a lot of the East Asian communists were in France. It's like I can't remember his name, but he came here, studied, went back home, and decided I'm going to do a bit of this cult malarkey. Everyone fucking turn out your pockets and give us the change, you know.
Well, it's the 70s. It's the 70s. Let's start a cult. It was like prime time for cult making, weren't it? 70s.
Let's make a cult.
But imagine out of all the religions, that's the one that Brutus picks.
I know a couple of people that are really into Buddhism and Buddhist retreats and meditation and stuff. And
I thought he would have been into like Confucianism or something, but maybe not.
Are there different
Confucianism isn't a religion.
Hare Krishna?
But the Buddhism that this lady that I know that's into, it really helps her with her MS and stuff, her like meditation and that. It really helps her with dealing with. She's got MS, unfortunately, and it really helps her mentally and spiritually.
Satanism, mate. She needs an exorcism.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, she's not possessed.
Well, let's be honest, mate. Emily Rose did have some fucking flexibility. I ain't seen no one climb up walls as fast as her. Spinning her head round and that, you know what I mean? That's years of yoga.
As Ray says, say what you will, but I think Brutus explaining Kali Yuga to some 85 IQ slags would be extremely entertaining.
Could you imagine the dream team, Brutus and Ash Sarkar?
What? What is that? Why Ash Sarkar?
Ash Sarkar and Owen Jones. It'd be like Grief, but with a nicer jumper.
Better moustache. More defined moustache.
What happened to Owen Jones? You don't. It might be because I don't watch telly anymore.
Why is that woman not deported, man?
Because she's just as English as you and me, Knob, you fucking racist.
Yeah, just as English. A lot more fucking. She's a lot more fucking racist, that's for sure.
Just a tad, isn't she?
Just a tad.
But
yeah,
she doesn't.
fuck
She
white
doesn't only
people,
say
by the
white
fact
people
you're
should.
living in a white civilization. If it wasn't for white people, she wouldn't have had money. She wouldn't have anywhere to live. She wouldn't have a career. And she bitches.
Come on, though, Knock. Wouldn't you be angry? Imagine like normal beauty standards, and then you look in the mirror and see that you look half wook hair. You know what I mean? You're all the shit bits. You'd be angry too, mate. You know what I mean?
You look like Tom Selleck's twin sister.
Yeah, can I just paint the body white and just shag that and just decapitate her? Like,
I think she was one of them.
I'll probably leave off the second part because this is a YouTube stream.
You were the really angry ones, tended to really wanted to fit in with the white nationalists at one point. Like her, who's currently going after her Kiwi farms. She was saying all the hard R's on the internet at one point before being told to fuck off. She smells of shit.
And then he got Ralph, the base white nationalist Indian, fucking that works the fucking.
He's got a list of.
Services.
He's got a list of 6,000 names to sell to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
To be fair, Ralph never worked the Secret Services. His missus was Wagner. She's just as German as you are, Nog. Know what I mean? Fucking tell me this.
She come fifth in X Factor.
Yeah.
His missus.
What was it? Goring's favourite or something? I forgot which one it was. Like he kept saying that. It's in hindsight.
Only her name wasn't Wagner, it was Wagner, wasn't it?
Wagner.
Something like that. He tried to LARP for ages, then he said it was Wagner.
Yeah.
And then we found out she was a big feminist lawyer or something. And he has to stay at home clean.
Didn't she do marketing, right? Or is that a lie?
I don't know. I thought she was a solicitor or something. He tried to make out she was fucking...
she pimps out black rappers, doesn't she?
Yo.
I think.
Have you changed your thingy to Duke Lead? Not Duke Lead. So what's his name?
Yes.
Paul Atreides. That's it.
It's Paul Atreides, but he's got an LS. You remember LS, the tennis gear? It's got an LS logo on his chest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found that picture somewhere on the internet.
I remember people wearing the thing with the crocodile logo.
That's Lacoste. LS was the one that's like a half circle, segmented.
To be fair, it doesn't surprise me you'd pick Paul Atreides. You're soft on them Arabic Welsh, ain't you? Like he's soft on the space Welsh.
No, that's proper. That's proper. That's proper Atreides. with the drip. That was when the dystopic future at least everyone would be dressed nice.
Sorry, just reading Brutus and Grief's favourite publication, Pink News, and it says here Burundi's president says LGBTQ plus, the plus stands for paedophile people, should be stoned in chilling speech. Like, so does this mean like they should be stoned, man, chilling speech?
Yeah, let's go with that. I like that one. Yeah,
Burundi's just saying like, look, if you're going to be gay, you may as well just like smoke up.
How about this from what KB used to call the NPC daily, the Metro? I quit my city job to become a DJ. I've almost doubled my salary. What was he before? A fucking janitor.
Unemployed?
Shit. I worked in the city. Yeah, but you're emptying bins for McDonald's. It's not really working. In the
Come on, lad. That's a real career. That is. Unwashed, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Unwashed will make it one day. He's just not got the grassroots of being a McDonald's sweeper.
I think we know Brutus's holiday plans here. America's gayest states have been revealed. This was written by Sophie Perry. The states in America with the highest LGBTQ+, the plus stands for pedophile, populations have been revealed in new research. Researchers at the Williams Institute of the University of California, Los Angeles.
Bar-Ray's got to pick you up, Hobbit. That's Top Cat's favourite news site.
Oh yeah, but well, you know.
So what's on the short? So what are the gayest states then?
Oh yeah, let's get through them because I don't want to say.
Let's not do the fucking headline
California
3 times.
number one.
Let's not do modern journalism and do the headline 3 times.
So, the top 10 states with the largest number of LGBTQ plus adults, the plus stands for beautiful. Number 1. Shall I do it from number 10 or from number 1?
You should go 10 to 1, yeah. Definitely.
All right,
at least the most.
And number 10, you in the charts is Washington.
That makes sense.
Georgia. Is that like where the
Atlanta,
the blacks are.
Yes.
Number 8, Illinois. Number 7, Michigan. Number 6, Ohio. 5, Pennsylvania. 4, New York. 3, Florida. 2, Texas. There's that saying, isn't there? The steers and queers.
Wait, Texas is one of the most gay states. Really?
It's the number 2. It's
a lot of
steers
shit
and
lives.
queers.
It's probably more than like Austin.
No, yeah.
It's probably Austin, Texas, because a lot of shit libs live in Austin.
Yeah,
Texas.
I doubt the rural parts of Texas. Maybe
it's
no.
It's Austin. It's Austin that's weighing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number 1 is California. The top 10 states plus the District of Columbia by percent of LGBTQ+, the plus stands for paedophile adults. Massachusetts, 6.5%. That's number 10. And number 9 is Nevada with 6.6. Number 8 is Maine, 6.8. Number 7 is Colorado, 6.8%. Number 6, Washington, 6.9%. Haha, 6.9. Number 5, New Hampshire, that's 7.2. Number 4 is Vermont with 7.4. Number 3 is Delaware, 7.5. Number 2, Oregon. And number 1, Washington, D.C., 14.3%. My God, there's a lot. Oh, of course, that's where they did the bumming video recently.
Bumming video, what?
Brutus and Grief were unable to comment about that. Yeah, there was like...
the Senate one.
US House...
You mean the Senate one, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was
like their equivalent of Downing Street or something, and it's like, let's go bumming in Parliament.
Yeah.
And
this sounds like a good idea. A rechargeable hot water bottle. What could possibly go wrong?
I've seen what happens when you mix lithium batteries with water.
A rechargeable hot water bottle? Isn't that just taking the water out and reheating it? Isn't that rechargeable?
Yeah, or putting a...
Yeah.
Audi fans rush to buy.
We call that a kettle.
A kettle. And the nice thing about kettles is they're rechargeable. You just plug them in and turn the switch on.
Right, I'll put an image of it up on stream. So imagine you're a bird and your veggies giving you a bit of trouble and you want a hot water bottle for it. It's like, that's not going to do you any good, is it? You got the old period paint and you got to try and fit that in somewhere. It's not going to be good, is it?
Considering how violently lithium batteries explode when exposed to water, I wouldn't want that anywhere near my bits. Oh, sorry, I'm just doing my Bob Fleming impersonation here.
I've been doing it all night, Hobbit. Yeah, it's got an impressive usage of 5 hours. Isn't that about what a hot water bottle full of kettle water does?
My hot water bottle lasts longer than 5 hours, I can tell you that. I put boiling water into it, which they say it's not supposed to be, but I've never had any problems with that.
Yeah, they say that about tea as well, but no one listens.
Oh, what?
So
like
basically,
coffee and tea,
it's
you're not
worse
supposed
than
to pour boiling water in?
Yeah, supposedly you're not, yeah.
No, yeah, because you...
Have you heard about cold extraction coffee?
What, iced coffee?
So
No,
the Carmen
what you do-
rechargeable water bottle has an impressive usage of 5 hours on just one charge, and it's where is it? I missed the bit. And it takes 15 minutes, and it takes 15 minutes to charge.
Well, it doesn't take 15 minutes to charge a kettle.
Are you fed up of waiting 15 minutes for a kettle to... Are you fed up of waiting 3 hours for a kettle to boil? Well, the new rechargeable hot water bottle from JML warms up in 15 minutes.
I was just going to say, this new JMK stuff, it's not Sam. I mean, Sham was brilliant, but it's like, mate, you're trying to invent a solution to a problem that's already been solved. And it's been solved even better than you. It's like, how do we get hot water into a hot water bottle? Boil water.
Do you know what the problem with hot water bottles, Hobbit? The water. So how about we get rid of the water? And you know it's going to be some sort of fucking...
You're pouring it in there. This one will only explode. Just think of it. You ain't going to burn your hands again.
It's going to be some sort of fucking poisonous toxic gunging.
We need a woman, right? She's all in black and white. She's got small back pain. She's slaving over a hot kettle. Are you waiting ages for your hot kettle to boil Scalding yourself as the hot water bottle, you've dropped it, and now you've poured boiling water over your hands.
Yeah.
Well, what you need is the new JMK rechargeable hot water bottle. It's got a battery right in the hot water jacket.
Yeah, but it's not even going to be water in it. It'll be some sort of toxic fucking sludge, won't it?
Like, if it's like an electric blanket where you've got like water inside and a battery and it's warming it up, then why do you even need the water? Why can't it? You know what's a lot safer than this? Have you seen one of those like rice bags or buckwheat or whatever it is? You put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
And then like 3 minutes later you take it out and now you've got like a bag full of warm rice.
Yeah, but Hobbit, you could wait 15 minutes if you can't wait 3 minutes, you can wait 15 minutes, can't you?
I just like the other thing as well. Like, I'm sorry to be the Greta Thunberg of the room here, guys, but did you know that mining lithium is actually dangerous and expensive in the poor African kids? Yeah.
Oh, you want to take their jobs now, Hobbit? They ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'll put the
you know what I mean? They are a pittance to making
first worlder trying to keep down the third world from industrialising. Look at you.
I don't like the idea of African children breathing in lithium and cobalt dust.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Hobbit wants all the cobalt and lithium dust for himself.
Exactly. In it.
Hobbit, just have a look at the features. I've just put look, open the Audi link.
Right.
Rechargeable.
I'm gonna read
features are. You read the features out then, Hobbit. You're gonna love some of these
Carmen,
features.
rechargeable hot water bottle from Aldi. Get it in stores now. It's £15. Fucking hell. It promises automatic temperature control, provides optimal amount of heat up to 60 to 70 degrees, while overheat protection ensures safe use. So you can sleep well, knowing the days of scalding yourself in a hot water bottle are gone. But the very real and present danger of a battery exploding underneath your duvet next to your chest or belly. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen 100% guaranteed, but I'm also saying the risk of it is not 0%. Audi goes on to say...
It's somewhere between 0 and 100.
To be a headline in the Mirror on like Sunday, how my pubes exploded in the fucking...
I put Audi's hot water bottle on my belly. Now my belly's burned. Audi goes to say, designed using soft, comfy material and with the finest handcrafted cobalt mined by African children in the Congo. The electric hot water bottle is made for a warmer, more comfortable night's sleep. Loyal Audi fans have shared their delight over the Facebook group Audi UK Shoppers and said, I've been wondering what I can get for Greta Thunberg for Christmas, and she said the only good African is a dead African.
Did you open the Audi link, Hobbit, or the Metro link?
Oh, I'm reading the Metro link.
Oh, you need the Audi one. Because the features are... Do you want to know what the features are, Hobbit?
Oh, I thought this was the features.
No, the features are at the bottom. They're bullet pointed of the Audi advert. 1, it's rechargeable.
Yeah.
2, it comes
like
pre-filled.
A normal hot water bottle.
It comes pre-filled with water.
What?
Oh, great.
No.
I tell you what, when they like doing like logistics and stuff, because they're interested in carbon footprint, it's like, hey, this exploding time bomb, shall we fill it with water so that there's more chance of exploding in a lorry? Yeah, and also that way it'll be more heavy.
This will go up better than a Tesla.
It'll be heavier, therefore using more diesel to transport into shops. Well, that sounds environmentally sound. Let's sign it off.
Even better, Hobbit. It's permanently sealed, so if it does spring a leak, you have to throw it away.
Oh, good. This is brilliant.
Hey, Apple, is that you?
It charges in under 15 minutes. It keeps the water warm for up to 5 hours. It's designed using soft, comfy material, Hobbit. That's a design feature. That's a feature, that is.
Soft, comfy material.
Oh, yeah, because my hot water bottle was designed using barbed wire and sandpaper.
Yeah. Hard to say.
Well, you need to swap, Hobbit. You need to get right down to Aldi now, mate, and get one of these.
Did Brutus, was he like
it's got
the
a built-in
oversight
couch to
committee
keep
for the
your hands
middle of
warm?
Aldi?
Or some days, some days your cow's going to put her Apple iPhone in there, don't you? And it's going to overheat and fucking blow up. And it'll be a double bang because it'll be the fucking battery in the thing and the iPhone battery as well, won't it?
So Brutus is there in spoons with like the Audi marketing team. Says, right, guys, I've got this brilliant idea for a product. What about a hot water bottle that you can recharge?
But Brutus, but Brutus, they say, isn't essentially filling it up with hot water recharging it?
And then he'd be like, I'm just going to delete all your comments and ignore you from now on. Well, fuck all those cunts, to quote him.
To quote Brutus.
Now, if we're done with the incredible JMK hot water bottle...
Well, fuck all those cunts.
if we're done with the JMK article, there's actually a JMK article in the
I'm going to mute you. I'm going to have my say.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
That's
Brutus.
A great soundbite.
But we've got this pink news article here. You ready for it? I'm going to post a link in the chat so you can see it, right? Gay swans are given 3D printed eggs after they build nests together.
What the fuck?
I don't want to read the rest of the story. I just thought the headline was amusing. Well done, JMK.
He wouldn't even allow me to fucking
swans.
respond to his question. What a fucking pussy.
Hello?
Rip Rich D.
Hello?
Does anybody remember Rich D?
I do
Why is he
remember
gone?
Rich D.
What happened to Rich D?
I think he overdosed in a casino bathroom or something.
Sorry,
I thought you were on about the
Sorry,
biscuits. I was like, oh,
no,
shit.
Rich D. Rich D used to be a quote unquote character
Rich
on
D.
it.
I thought you said Rich T. I was like, God, what have they done?
One time in the JDLE Telegram, he didn't know who Grot was, and they argued for about 2 days.
Dom says, I might head down to the pub. Do I have to wait until Wednesday now? What you do, right, is you go to the barman on the Wednesday and say, is this Brutus's Weden Wednesdays? I've come to join the dissident terrorist political group. And then the barman says, oh, yes, of course. Welcome to this decentralized terrorist network. Go on to that call. And he points to the one with the undercover cops.
Are we live?
We live.
Yeah, don't say fuck all bugger.
And don't say faggot with a PH.
No.
Yeah,
or name the country Niger.
Yes. Now, I'm really fond of the British West Country delicacy known as faggots. And did you know the French have a version of it? It's called boules de liège. So you know how faggots are served in a gravy?
Why are people in the chat getting upset with this?
And poo.
Like, what?
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
When Hobbit enters Aldi, he immediately starts hearing either Fortune Son or Adagio for Strings. Wait,
Nice.
like the Platoon movie.
So, Hemi, how slaughtered are you getting in the run up to midnight?
I'm not. I'm fucking ill, mate. So I'm not this shit.
Oh, no. What? You're not getting pissed? Fucking hell.
You're not getting hosed down in the bath
I had
with the dog?
norovirus Friday and puked me
I'm
fucking
going.
ringer.
I'm going to the pub in about half an hour, so I'm going to get slaughtered.
Oh, shit.
I've already
I'm
had
having a
the
nice,
New Year's
nice
Eve
night
hangover
in,
without
surrounded
getting
by
drunk.
pussies.
We're going to get 10 voice notes when about 1 in the morning.
Probably. What, my usual? What, when I get back?
It's going to be 20 minutes
TLD
long
Army,
each.
that please. Yeah, fucking.
Not
We're
20 minutes long.
we're
Come
doing
on,
a New
man.
Year's. We're doing a
On
New Year's
time.
JDLE roll.
Mate, fucking Harry Potter's got nothing on you. Like, fucking hell.
Fucking hell, Hobbit did a 16-minute voice note.
I was just going to say, I hold the world record for the longest voice note.
You see what By Ray said?
Probably still, still me, to be honest. I did a 25-minute one once. My fucking thumb hurt afterwards because I was doing it on the phone.
By Ray said Hobbit. He said when Hobbit enters Aldi, he immediately starts hearing either Fortunate Son or Adagio for Strings.
Yes. I worked at one of the German retailers that may or may not be Aldi or the other one for 3 months.
Do you remember that whole episode we did? Because I did that one story about how to slow down the tills in Aldi. Do you remember that one?
I was fucking incensed with that. I wanted to find that person and just say, I'm going to slow down your egress from your house.
So
I'm going to put Lego bricks and UK mains clubs in your driveway, mains plugs in your driveway. But yeah, I worked there for about 3 months. It was around about the same time undercover journalists for Channel 4 were working in Aldi. And
hold on a second. I've got some Brutus news.
Brutus news.
Family pay tribute to mum and son killed in French Alps avalanche. Looks like Brutus's mum and his brother are out of the picture now.
I'm more intrigued.
It's a selfish plan.
Chateau, is that it?
Yeah. He's now got the chalet in the Alps.
Oh, just to explain to Nob, Channel 4 does, is it Dispatches or Panorama?
Yeah, Dispatches. BBC.
So,
Panorama's BBC.
2015, Dispatches did a thing about Audi practicing slavery and doing all these other dodgy sort of things because they're asking people to do literally asking people to do unpaid work, and the legal consultants is
Toys R Us used to do the same thing.
Slavery.
They were like, stores closed. Now you've got to repack the shelves and clear up for free.
Well, that was the thing. They said we're doing a deep clean.
Turned all the lights out in the freezers. I couldn't find shit, mate.
Well, I said, that's okay. You'll pay me until 10:30, so I'll stay until then. And it's like, oh, no, you got to stay until the works. And it's like, no, that's okay. I'll go. And it's like, oh, you get written up. And it's like, that's okay. I'm going to go. So it got to 10:30. It's like, right, it's 25:02. I'm going to get dressed now and I'm going to clock out. And they said, oh, no, we've still got all this work to be doing. It's like, that's okay. I'm going now. And it's like, oh, I'm going to have to report this to the senior management. It's like, yes, please do. Let's have a discussion about asking me to do unpaid work, shall we? And he says, oh,
so
I'm going to get
sticking fireworks up their, up whatever orifice they can find tonight then.
No. And so the supervisor wrote, says, oh, I'll get disciplinary for this. And I was like, oh, that sucks to be you then.
That sounds like a you.
And the thing is,
yeah, exactly, man.
He ended up losing his job, but I think silver lining, he actually got a better job afterwards.
And he's got you to thank for that.
Feeling upwards now.
I did get a bollocking from them. I was just like sort of there. This like, you realise it's very serious. So I was like, yes, I think it is very serious. You asking me to do unpaid work. I hear my colleagues were here until 3 a.m. yesterday doing a back-to-back shift. Yeah, and then they sort of went very quiet, looked to be very serious, like, oh God, he actually understands employment law. Hobbit, could you just go on the tills? We'll talk about this later. I was like, sure, I'll be happy to discuss this further. And then I handed my notice after 3 months, and they're like, oh, you're really intelligent. Can we keep you on to train people? We'll give you a pay rise. It's like, no, thanks, I'm done. And they're just like, because they must have known that Audi was getting into the shit about it. It's like, oh, they're going to do an expose on Lidl. I still go to that shop just to see like some of the veterans suffering, but 99% of the staff there are just gone, including the upper management.
Yeah.
Have you seen British serial killer Robert Maudsley's having his
blacks and packies?
No, getting replaced with more Poles. The brown people can't keep up with the work there.
Yeah.
Lidl and Audi are very racist when it comes to hiring.
Wait, the problem is that brown people know the value of the quid.
No.
What? You have to be white as long as you're Eastern European.
No. But the problem is Indians know the value of a quid, don't they? And that's the thing. If you try and get more hours out of an Indian than you're paying them, you ain't gonna get it. Whereas you will out of a Slav, because they are the origin of the word slave, and I don't think that is for no reason.
Put it this way: Audi and Lidl wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Polish slave labor. It's like you ask me to do 8-hour shift and then you get me working 14 hours. This is very good. Yes, it's better than potato.
This is better than communist country I live in, and I don't have to live in
cool catching you guys. You guys have a good night, all right?
See you later, mate.
Right.
You seen Robert Maudsley spending his 50th Christmas behind bars? I don't know if you remember, Robert. He's the guy that was he's basically got it in for paedophiles, and obviously you're not allowed to do that. Basically. He went into prison for murdering a paedophile, then murdered 2 or 3 more while he was in there, and that's not really the done thing, is it?
Oh,
to be
I see.
projected.
Oh,
yes.
so sorry. Oh, we're not allowed to like be incensed by paedophiles. No, that's against the fucking law.
Yeah.
Speaking of paedophiles, police release image of a man after flammable divorce device left outside of LGBTQ+. The plus stands for paedophile.
Was it an Aldi hot water bottle?
No. It's an Aldi hot water bottle. And I'm looking at the guy's face.
It was either an Aldi hot water bottle, an iPhone, or a Tesla. Which one was it?
And I'm looking at the guy's face and the beard and the glasses, and I'm just like, I know someone who looks like that. I don't want to mention their name because I'm not going to cast aspersions on them, but he just looks like someone I know.
Is Coach Red Pill out? Has everyone heard about Coach Red Pill? 13 years.
Yep.
Yeah, you said this the other day.
man.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, he admitted
It turns out calling well, it turns out, mate, being in a Ukrainian restaurant, calling them all pigs and saying that Putin's going to come and like rape them all wasn't the smartest thing to say.
Yeah,
Is
but
it a bit like going
followed him
to?
afterwards. Yeah.
Is it a bit like going to a Jippo
Hello,
site
Alex.
and saying, "You're all thieves, aren't you?"
We're live. We're live. If you want to participate in
nice.
the live broadcast and talk,
Yeah.
if you don't, then don't.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, Alex, how's it going? How's your New Year's?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, quiet but good.
Yeah, so we started our show. We noticed.
I don't
one of
understand. Can anyone
our
explain
favourite-
this headline to me? France deploys soldiers for New Year's celebrations amid very high terror threat. It is because of the war in Israel and Palestine. I don't understand that's a headline. I don't understand why that's a headline.
So
I'm a bit confused.
War's happening in the Middle East, which means that the new French have war with the old French.
Well, they're having war with each other. They're leaving the old French alone, I should imagine.
We're reading articles from the Pink News website because our favourite gay couple have come back onto YouTube to usher in the new year.
I'm eager to see what kind of political statement the BBC are going to make later. You know, with the when was it the other year they had the Black Lives Matter thing when it was like New Year's Eve? Are they going to have an Israeli flag?
Palestine. It's going to be Palestine, isn't it? Because isn't that like
they can have a bit of both or what?
Yeah, maybe they're half and half. You know,
No,
they're
but
going to
they
risk
can't have
pissing off
Palestine.
half the audience otherwise.
be like
Hovis,
Hovis, half and half.
Yeah, but they can't have Palestine because that's anti-Semitic and they're with Israel. So you know they're pissing off their fucking staff.
Well, you have to. Well, you have.
Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you have to look at the makeup of London, and I think that matters more to him than the makeup of England, doesn't it?
Oh, well, I'm not fucking watching that shit. If that comes on, if they put on the New Year's thing and they'll tell you in the pub, I'm going outside for a cigarette. I'm not watching it, mate.
It's just occurred to me that they're an hour ahead, so I won't get there in time. It takes about 3 hours to fly from the UK to Malta, and they've got one of the best fireworks displays for New Year's in the world. But well,
does anyone want to play Guess the Missing Words? Cyclists assaulted a child and knocked hats off Jewish people's heads. Detectives were hunting a man who roved around North London. So if anyone wants a description of this man, he's a man and he was on a bicycle.
Right.
Is he a man that's a scholarly jogger type of man?
He's a man and he's on a bicycle, and that's the description. So if you see a man on a bicycle, then remember the police are looking for him.
So if I see Jeremy... If I see Jeremy Vine
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble tomorrow then because I'm planning on cycling.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Vine goes on a bicycle.
Is this a free crime?
Now, am I?
Has he got an alibi?
Just a pre-crime nog.
No.
Right.
Man
I think I'm gonna have to.
All right, I'm a terror threat then.
Oh, the Showroom
gonna have to
apparently a
send-
neighbourhood watch group now.
I'm going to have to send an anonymous tip into the Shomron to watch out for Jeremy Vine because he was last seen.
He's a man and has a bicycle.
I mean,
Calling
I've
the
heard him
Shomron
say
on Jeremy Vine.
anti-Semitic
Hilarious.
comments towards buses and stuff.
So anyway, if anybody does see a man on a bicycle, it could be who the police are looking for, but then again, it might not. Who knows? Man got so stuck in
there's a-
glory hole, fighters had to pull him until he was free.
Imagine, right? You're a fireman, yeah, and you're there because you want to save people out of burning buildings. So
Oh,
you've been
sorry, it's
called
not.
into a
Sorry, it's
game-
not that kind of glory hole. It's Lincoln's glory hole, whatever that is.
What? Yeah. Oh,
Oh, it's
What?
some sort of. Oh, it's some sort of canal bridge tunnel thing. How can you,
It's to
how
save
can you
him
put
from
a
the canal
headline like
pusher.
that?
how
That
big is
poor
a guy
bloke.
then? If it's a canal tunnel, what are
I'm
we
just
talking
gonna.
about here? Fucking.
I'm going to imagine instead what's happened if they've had to use the doors of life to open up a glory hole because his tie just got stuck in it.
Just, I'll put the picture up. This poor fucking bloke. Now his name is associated with this image. Hold on a sec. I'll give you a sec. I'll chuck it up on stream.
Oh, I just got a card through the door from my neighbour. That's nice.
Look at that! Look, man
Oh,
got so stuck in glory hole, firefighters had
My
to pull
last
him until he was
Christmas
free. And now your face is is associated with that headline. Shouldn't he be doing them for slander or something? That can't be right, can it? Oh, Happy Islamic New Year. Quotes, messages and wishes for Hijri New Year, whatever the fuck that is.
No idea. Oh, there's a brilliant Audi trolley trick, apparently. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what it is about. I think I'm going to have an early night. I think I'm going to be in bed by the time it's New Year's. Over the Christmas period. Yeah, you're going to be in a pub. Yeah.
I'm going to be drunk by New Year's.
Yeah. Over the Christmas period, we might feel the pressure to pack quickly even more. Oh, here's another tossers like saying.
Why has
hold
New
up,
Year's
time
Eve
of the
become
tills
NYE? I can't stand it. NYE is just another destruction of our language by the Yanks, isn't it?
What's NYE?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, why would you shorten New Year's Eve to NYE? No, fuck that.
Thankfully, what pissed me off.
Mm.
What pissed me off this year was just fucking every single. I got a box of Christmas cards thinking, oh yeah, these are going to be fucking normal. And then half of them have happy holidays in it. I'm not giving people. So I had to buy more fucking cards because I'm not giving people happy holidays. It's Merry Christmas, you cunts.
Season's greetings a little bit
holidays.
better,
Season's greetings, mate.
Greetings, happy holidays. Fuck that. It's Merry Christmas. End of. Stop trying to fucking cancel Christmas, man. It pisses me off.
Now, there is a brilliant Audi trolley hack which will help you with Christmas. Thankfully, one mum has come up with a way will not only ensure we're bagging optimally, but it's to get you out the doors quicker. In the Audi Mums Facebook group, people are sharing tips to win the war in the fast checkout assistant. When it's not a war, you just look, things come off the till, there's no room to put it there, so you take the items and you put it in your trolley. Simple as. That's all you have to do. But anyway,
this is the kind of spreading fear almost thing, isn't it?
Well, it's like they're saying supermarket employees scan items far quicker.
You're not just going to the checkout. You're at fucking war.
You're not supposed to pack it there, you dipshit. There's that thing called the packing bench. I think Audi needs to do some tracks. Say, look, there's a packing bench. You can take all the time you need to pack there, you slow cunt. Now, one mission, all she needs is some plastic tubs with handles, which she places in Audi trolleys during a shop. I fucking hate the people that do that. I'm there in the queue and I'm looking at them and I'm just like, can you not see we're waiting? Can you not see we're holding you up? Fucking selfish. I hate you, you fucking cunt. Fuck you.
Does anybody know if Brucey Kibbutz is correct and Putin will swap 1,000 Ukrainian prisoners for Gonzo Lira?
I don't know, but I hope.
But Bahrain contradicts this, and he said Putin won't swap half a Ukrainian for Gonzo.
I hope this mum decides that when she's packing a bag, she needs 5 of the Audi rechargeable hot water bottles.
I don't know, Hobbit. This comment from Boyer, Mike Trickier. He said, "I'll take my damn time, Hobbit. Go to hell. Get the wages to pack it if you want it faster." No, that's not what the person's arguing by. They're arguing the opposite, aren't they?
Well, this is like someone actually on the Facebook thing, they were responding saying, look, stop being such a selfish cunt, right? Pop your items onto the conveyor belt, straight into the trolley and over the packing shelf. Pack your items into your bags there so you get out of the way quicker for the other customers and out the door. Exactly. It's not, the shop doesn't exist just for your sole benefit. I mean, if it did, it would it wouldn't be, how do I explain? The shop isn't just there for your benefit. It wouldn't be profitable if it was. There's other customers. Can you not see the other customers? Or do you not care? People
I don't care, mate. I'll be honest. Don't care. Prop all my bags up, mate, in the trolley, and it's all going in there, and it's going to the car. I ain't fucking about. I ain't going to no packing bench. You know what I mean? You choose to shop it out there, and you're lucky enough to be behind me. Shut the fuck up and deal with it.
Well, you're going to get heckled by me because it's like, oi, mate, I want to get my stuff scanned too. Do that at the bench. Can you do that at the bench? Can you take your stuff and pack it at the bench? Oi,
and all that had happened, mate, is I would go slower.
You're like my arsehole.
I would drop my debit card. I would be stumbling about. I'd just take a lot longer.
Why are people in the chat getting upset with this?
Right?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The wrong pin.
Stuff are gonna have to do
fuck all those cunts.
Like, hey mate, we had to rip round the shop and we just want to say thanks because we're not allowed to do that to the customers. So, you know, here's an extra block of butter in your shopping or something.
Jelly tit Josh.
Cherry, I like that.
Jelly tit Josh.
Oh.
Shoppers spot 30p lilt substitute in Aldi that's better than the original. Yeah, but it's all got sweeteners in it. So it's
not. Tropical Crush is not as nice as lilt. I don't care what people say.
Dog shit.
Have you?
I wouldn't. Don't drink Aldi's. Don't drink Aldi's brand beers. They're fucking ales. They're fucking.
Professor Pepper is really nice, but they're fucking lilt.
Yeah, but that's zero though, isn't it? That is artificial sweetener, isn't it? They don't do proper.
Like Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Supposedly,
how did you possibly guess that, Fraser?
Taste anything
it's
like
not.
Dr. Pepper.
It's not Fraser. It's absolutely
like
different from Dr. It's nothing like Dr. Pepper. You're making it up, Fraser.
I don't care. Anything that tastes like fizzy marzipan needs to die.
No, this is the thing, Fraser. It doesn't taste anything like Dr. Pepper.
Like fizzy marzipan. I don't care what anyone says.
But this is the thing. The knockoff Fanta tastes somewhat like Fanta. The knockoff lilt, you can tell what they're trying to do. But the Professor Peppy does not taste like Dr. Pepper.
I know this sounds a bit. I know this sounds a bit gay, but those non-alcoholic cocktails taste alright.
Oh, lordy da, we crinkle cut chips.
Yeah. The mojito's quite nice.
Well, just getting on the subject of Aldi's own brand ales, what are they? I normally get cider or lager.
I've forgotten the brands that they go by. They're like Hazelwood or some shit, you know, Aldi, like always. But they add glucose.
Is it like Applewood or something?
Like so
I don't like that.
So it kind of tastes like Lucasfilm flavored ale. It's fucking, and they got a kind of like a weird kind of taste and aftertaste and mouthfeel.
Why would you
not like Lucasfilm
ale?
Well, I mean, why would you add glucose syrup to it? You know, I don't understand it, but they're shit.
Haram.
Fucking bollocks.
Lucasade OG is the best. What are you on about?
You know, there is one
Lucasade OG, glass bottle, orange wrapper.
If I wanted Lucasade, I'd buy Lucasade. I wouldn't buy fucking beer and expect it to.
Have you ever had Lucasade with whiskey?
No.
Okay.
Does anybody remember Lucasade tablets?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no, what's that? I don't remember them.
There is one example I can think of an ale which is sweet, and that's McEwen's Export, and I like it. I've drunk it before. I'd happily drink it again.
Actually, it's quite nice. That I haven't seen it around here. I don't generally buy it, but I don't. Yeah, I agree with that. It's quite nice.
There's only one way to drink
a good one that's
Lucasade, and it's like
a good one that's cheap that you can get anywhere. A session beer you can get from fucking any place. Banks Bitter. It's only like 3.6%, and it's really quite pleasant. Like just a standard bitter. and it's cheap. Banks Bitter's like real cheap. You used to, it's like 85, 90p and
in it Banks is it used to do the shandy?
That's a good question. Oh, you get that in Lidl. They sell it as Radler.
No, fuck, it was Shandy Bass. It was Bass Bitter, weren't it? Shandy.
But they do sell.
What happened to Bass?
It's discontinued.
You can't get any Bass ales anymore. It went bust, didn't it?
I'm just going to mute myself because.
Fucking hell. Did you know Bass Brewery was founded in 1777? Oh fuck! They were bought up by Budweiser, weren't they? InBev.
Yeah, and they closed all the fucking Bass pubs and stopped making Bass Bitter.
And so
the problem, I think the problem Bass had though is their pubs did the whole Charlie Chalk thing, and when people want to go to the pub for a beer or a meal, they don't want to fucking have loads of screaming kids everywhere causing havoc, and it really put me off.
Hold on, Nog. So in the 60s, it was merged with Charrington United Breweries to become the largest brewing company, Bass Charrington, and then they were bought by Interbrew, which is now in Anheuser-Busch. But in the UK, Draft Bass has been brewed under contract in Burton by Marston's for AB InBev. Yes.
Are you
Marston's
are you looking forward to Weden Wednesdays, Knob?
Don't know.
Are you gonna give the old barman a wink? Go, I'm here for Weden Wednesday. Wink, wink. Do you want to buy some fertilizer?
Yeah.
Do you want to buy some fertilizer and sugar? Is it fertilizer? I don't want to know what the recipe is. I don't think it is that anyway.
Quick, fucking someone's knocking on your door in 5 minutes. The recipe.
Oh, in good news, you've seen the ULEZ has had another kick in the nuts.
You've been reading that White Alexandria Library again, Hemi. Fuck's sake.
I can neither deny or confirm that rumour. All I can say is this, Fraser.
I'm giving Dion Molle 2 thumbs up, mate, and a big sheed hile.
No, we tried when I was when me and my mate were about 12 or 13. We thought that we could make. We tried making fucking.
You're fat. You're weak. You're a faggot. And you're about to find out how much of a faggot very soon.
Very soon you'll be finding how much of a faggot you are.
No, out of a tin can and a fucking string fuse and a fucking and a bit of weed killer. We thought we could make a fucking bomb and tried to blow it up with the rocker in my back garden, and it didn't fucking work. It didn't fucking light.
No, I know you struggle at reading the room, mate. But even dodgy recipes of doing that probably are not the best thing to be saying on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I know, Emmy would try to play things over you, but you weren't quite grasping it. So I thought I'd explain.
That's it. You spell it out to the autie in the room.
Well, I mean, it didn't work. So
yeah, but it doesn't matter if it worked or not. You just look at him double down.
It's like we were giving you an out, and Nob's like, no.
We just gotta hope that Thomas Barden Reese ain't listening to this.
I have credible evidence which will lead to Hillary Clinton.
You know when you just get
he's gonna be fat, weak, and a faggot, and he's gonna
try and get settled up with Charlie and taking a copy of the Brutus diary.
Yeah. Go and do some rooftop reading for him. I hear he likes it.
2024 is the year I get my light aircraft flight.
What was I going to say? Oh, have you seen the ULEZ had a kick in the nuts? Lawyers representing Dutch lorry firms say fines worth up to $6.5 million have been issued unlawfully. They've launched a legal challenge against TfL and its debt collection agency Euro Parking Collection. The Telegraph reports it's the first legal challenge against both organisations, and if successful, could lead to more cases being brought before the courts. Sadiq Khan's controversial ULEZ scheme, which was launched in central London on 2019 and extended to all London boroughs on August 29th this year, requires drivers with vehicles that don't comply, blah blah blah. Those who fail to pay the charge can be fined up to 180. It doesn't say what the challenge is, though. I don't know what the challenge is. Now, Transporting Nude BV, a Dutch firm which is employed by Dutch travel companies to manage and pay fines, has applied for permission to launch a judicial review against TfL in the High Court. It claims some companies have been left bankrupt by the ULEZ and ULEZ and LES fines. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's not. It's well, I mean that shit's fucking hell. Like
fucking hell. He provided one example where a lorry driver who transports flowers to London was issued with nearly 400 fines, which cost him just under 400,000. To be fair, he did well. Cool. He did well driving under a ULEZ camera, didn't he? There ain't many standing, is there?
It's amazing, yeah. It's just how many of them's left?
I mean, and they cost a bloody fortune. Apparently, what I was told is that each of those ULEZ cameras, because they're so advanced and shit, they cost £7,000 each, plus installation.
So how much do they sell for on eBay?
Less than £7,000 second hand. Let
me just go on eBay and see if I can find ULEZ camera. ULEZ camera. Note to ULEZ sticker. Can London FTL pollution? Oh, it happens to be a UK reg plate size. You can't. That's also there. Sadiq Khan, the lying bastard. Stick ULEZ up your arse, Khan. So, yeah, these are some interesting. Original used London transport sign, ULEZ and camera man cave. And that's for £30. It's a Transport for London sign. Ooh,
what the fuck?
Interesting.
DJ filmed himself urinating on cancer patient. He filmed the vial stunt and posted it to Snapchat.
That's like, is that piss therapy?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was good for you. It's drinking other people's piss bad.
Why the fuck would you do that? That's like filming yourself torturing an animal or some shit. That's what the fuck is someone thinking? Filming that shit and loading it up on the internet?
I don't know. What a twat.
Fucking hell, mate.
Wedding DJ Lee Brookfield, 40, will appear in court following complaints made to police about the vial stunt. In the video, Brookfield can be heard saying, "Sorry to hear that," while he urinates on the back of the man in a toilet. He's getting done for common assault, isn't it? You might be able to squeeze it. Is it the noxious substances or something, isn't it? They might be able to get that. I don't know which one's the higher punishment. But yeah, dickhead. Right. To be fair, he looks like a bit of a crackhead, to be honest.
Anyway, before I get myself arrested, I'm going to the pub.
Too late for that, mate.
Remember, Weden Wednesdays. Yeah.
Nod, nod.
Well, now I know where to find you, mate. So best of luck.
Oh, English. How about this one from the Metro? Tears the Kingdom is not a good video game.
Have fun. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, man. Well, yeah, I've heard a lot of people say it's basically just the other one, but again.
Oh, okay. Breath of the Wild.
But you get to stick things to other things, and you make like giant dick robots. Is that not like a video game?
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I've always wanted a windmill in a motorbike with things on the side, like Lego. But you not got to clean them up or step. You not got to clean them up or step on them. You know what I mean? You've just sold it to me there, Fraser.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, I'm having another fucking Mandela effect. Isn't Judi Dench dead?
Wait, what?
Is she?
I thought she died.
I thought no. She died in Skyfall.
No, I thought she actually died in real life.
I thought she was dead as well, to be fair.
I thought she died last year or something.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to my dad about something, and I think he said she was dead as well. So
yeah, well,
you've got out the wrong side of the bed.
No,
what was Phil's take this morning, Andy? We need to figure it out.
We were talking about Riddick, and I said, "Well, you can have a job. She's dead." We were talking about Riddick the other night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, "You can have a job."
And I said, have her do the voiceover. He said, "No, mate, she said you could."
So
She's
it's
not
possible.
dead.
We can do this.
She still
we can have a Riddick like sequel.
Yeah, she still
Riddick
fears getting
Space
fired
Teaser.
despite being an acting
Let's
legend.
go.
Gerald from the Full Monty died the other day.
Oh no. Which one was that? Which one of them?
He was the mob boss in Batman Begins, the one that points a gun at Thingy and says, "I could kill you right here and get away with it."
Oh, right, okay.
Falcone. He was Falcone.
But that's
Batman
not the
Begins.
guy in Full Monty, is it? Like.
Yeah, same guy. They're both Gerald from Full Monty.
Yeah, but I was like, which one of the Full Monty was it? And he said it's the fat boss.
Oh, he was the guy. He was like the they used to train at his house, didn't they? And he was the one with the gnomes. Do you remember he had the gnomes?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember that bit.
You need to stop describing with other things as descriptions. I'm having flashbacks
Well,
from that Star Trek.
I thought if I explained Falcone, you'd remember what he looked like, and then you'd remember who Gerald was.
Which Jackal when the walls fell down.
Oh no! Don't do that shit, man.
Timber, his eyes wide.
That
Timber, his
should be
arms
fucking
wide.
torture. You know what? You should put that episode on and use it as torture. Like, fuck me.
So I mean, you're asking Fraser things, not Fraser. You're asking Emmy things, and he's answering with like other descriptions from other films.
Exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I forgot to tell you the biggest news of all that's absolutely everywhere. The bird out the in-betweeners is having a baby. So a woman's having a baby. That's massive news, that is.
Which one? The one who fucking
News at 10. Women have children.
Woman has
I know
baby.
this is a foreign concept these days, but yeah.
Has anyone watched Rebel Moon yet?
No, but I've got to ask the question: do any of you find Rosie Jones funny?
Who's
We went over this one the
Who's
other
Rosie
night.
Jones?
The comedian with cerebral palsy.
The Parkinson's or whatever it is. Yeah,
I thought
got something wrong.
Am I thinking? I
Because
might even be thinking of another one.
No, you're thinking of the same one. Got like dead tooth there. You know what I mean? Hobbit wouldn't let her nowhere near him for obvious reasons. Just I keep hearing she's funny, but I don't believe it. I've heard her. I don't find her funny. I don't find any of us. Like someone put earlier. like Nish
it's
Kumar's
another
come to a
one.
defense,
I
and
haven't
it's pretty
seen
much
Rosie
the
Jones's comedian. No, there's another one. There's another one, an older one. But here we go. You ready for some side-splitting humour?
Yeah.
My name is Rosie, and as
Hello,
you
you
can
can.
tell from my voice, I suffer from being
They're laughing at you.
Why? What? Whoa! Hold on. Are we laughing at her or with her? Like
this is a standard fact.
I am an English speaker.
This like 10 years ago would have been like haram and like it'd been like a fucking news scandal.
I don't know. I'm an English
We
speaker.
come
I've
full
never
circle
spoken any
again.
other
Are we allowed
language
to
but
laugh
English.
at people with disabilities again or something? Is that allowed now?
Well, I think what you've got to do is you've got to pretend not only has she set up a joke, but she's also done the punchline at the end. Now, I just heard gargling, like,
Yeah,
I don't know what she was saying.
What joke was there? Like,
Right, should we listen to a bit more, see if we can get a joke out of it, right?
a disabled elephant in the room. That's what my
Great
mum
comedic
calls me.
The disabled elephant in the room, that's what Mum calls me.
Wow.
No, this isn't funny. Like, this is not funny.
What? Well, Nish Kumar assures me that she's funny. Now, I do believe
Nish
that is
Kumar
like
knows
Peter
his
Sutcliffe
comedy.
vouching for Fred West. But it is one of them where I'm not quite sure. Like one unfunny person vouching for another unfunny person.
You guys wouldn't have watched enough Channel 4, but they used to have a guy with cerebral palsy that used to do the announcing between programs. The one I was thinking of was Francesca Martinez. was the one I was thinking of.
Was it like Mystery Roulette back before you had select on the remote, so you had to go and get the telly guide because you had no fucking clue what he was telling you what were up next?
Oh God, they have like brummies on and all sorts. It's terrible on Channel 4.
Are you supposed to know what's next on the show then? Are you supposed to know what the weather is like? How are you supposed to work that one out?
So here's another celebrated comedian. I'll see if I can find some Francesca Martinez.
Oh, do you remember how Frankie Boyle used to be funny and then wasn't on telly?
Do you remember Frankie Boyle would have taken the piss out of her for a long time?
He was a savage.
Yeah,
come on. I've got to push back. Frankie Boyle has never been funny.
Okay, well,
no, his funniness comes from his abrasiveness. I think it was. Yeah,
are you ready for some more live at the Apollo with somebody you can absolutely understand?
Go on, let's
People ask you really crazy stuff. Like, look, I've had men asking me, "Are you shaky during sex?"
Are you shaky? To be fair, that's a decent
What?
gag. Are you shaky during sex?
That's.
She's
okay.
At least I could understand what she was saying.
That's
I mean,
Francesca Martinez.
But I understood a few in the moon.
Yeah.
I fucking couldn't understand.
I just, you know, there's this guy who does an 8-hour stream every Friday called Richie Milkiss, and the majority of his content is just mutants on YouTube which do food reviews, and in his words, retards.
Oh, apparently
comedians.
she was in. Apparently, Rosie Jones was in the extras.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, I don't even know what could she have been as an extra. I don't think anything works with her. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to find that in the
Are you ready for another absolute? Are you ready for another absolute banger from Rosie Jones?
Oh boy, am I ever!
Let's have another banger from Rosie Jones.
Bitch.
Oh, drop the mic.
Fucking mic
Wow.
drop.
Did she just say a rude word on stage?
But look at their faces, it's all pity.
I'm single because when people meet me, all they see is this, and they don't hang around to get to know.
She could have said, well, blind people don't, and that would have been like a double
I
fucking
can't see
gag there.
anything. It's just the Lucas A bottle on your thing.
I'm not,
To be fair,
I'm not
no
putting
one's
up.
got
I'm just,
enough time in the world to sit there and listen to her conversation. You know what I mean? They'll go on hours, and you just be asking her what her name is.
Look, I've barely got time to listen to Nob's voice messages. I'm not going to listen to someone's like.
I don't think anyone does. So battle of the comics then. Who is it? Francesca Martinez or Rosie Jones?
I'd like to hear a joke before the year runs out, Rosie.
Come on, I don't believe Nock does them voice notes. He writes dissertations now, mate. Look, if you get a voice note. Lucky if you've got the 4-minute voice note, mate.
Well, that's why I decided yesterday to just talk about a load of bollocks for 16 minutes. And to be fair, he actually listened to it.
Oh fuck! Someone's put. Oh, that's live at the Apollo. Is Rosie Jones pretending to be disabled? See, I was only pretending to be retarded.
Oh no, I don't believe that. You know what I mean? It's fucking.
No, man.
It's like the
You want to
question:
pretend to be like.
Do clown girls? Are you attracted to clown girls? It's like, well, all girls are clowns.
Well, look, they wear too much lipstick and have big shoes, don't they?
I was going to say they do dress up like clowns.
That's true, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, a clown in literal clown makeup wears less makeup than your average slapper on a weekend out in Nottingham or Manchester.
I like that reference, Nottingham.
Oh, do you want to listen to Noel Fielding sings the Milk song? That just sends shivers down my spine. Him talking about milk.
When are they going to do Noel Fix It?
No,
BBC should.
They're just sitting on £1 million idea. They're just letting it rot, aren't they?
And also, and we got little Timmy here. He wants a meeting with Rishi Sunak. Well, let's see if Noel can fix it for you, little Timmy.
I'm Noel Fielding, and this is Top of the Pops. Jingle jangle, jingle jangle.
Look at this teenage bird who's trying to get away from me. I'm going to grope her tits on telly.
To be fair, he did it the Brutus way. He's been with Peaches Geldof since she was 15 or 14 or whatever.
And did he go to the mum and dad and say what Brutus did?
No, because he said he told her it was their little secret, and he could get in a lot of trouble if she told anyone.
And that ultimately the Noel Fielding plan is the selfish plan.
What else we got here? Harry Potter legend actually believes they were in they were just mediocre in film franchise. Let's see. As long as it was Daniel Radcliffe,
or any of them.
Oh no, it's Gary Oldman's dabbed on them. Well done, well done, Gary Oldman.
Do you remember Alan Rickman in that film?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Rickman, and I am a very serious actor. Hello.
He's actually a good actor. Like I don't know anyone shitting on him. He's actually a good actor. I think
he probably is.
He's very good at being Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
I just like to use the Alan Rickman intonation when talking about various subjects like the Volkswagen Polo. I am Alan Rickman. You can tell this is a perfect impersonation of me, Alan Rickman.
Oh my God!
I mentioned my name,
Sebastian Stan is going to be playing Donald Trump. Cringe.
What?
Why can't Idris Elba play Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 sexy films on Netflix that are basically pornos.
Cuties.
Cuties. Yeah, I was going to say that one. Cuties, big mouth. So nobody else has watched Rebel Moon yet. I really want to discuss Rebel Moon.
All right, fine, I'll watch it.
King Dog says it would be better at being Hobbit than Hobbit. Hello, I'm Alan Rickman. Also,
I was actually no. Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, you talk about Mandela effect. So I thought I ran into one earlier.
Yeah.
Hemi, what was the runtime of the Justice League, the Snyder Cut?
4 hours.
Are you sure?
Go on then. What is it then?
Right, because I was like, I really want to watch that again. I'll buy it off, Amazon, right? Guess what the runtime is?
Is it 6 now or something? Then are you going to tell me?
Nope, it's 8.
That's what it was supposed to originally be.
So 8 hours and 18 minutes.
I thought it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be at least 6, because it was supposed to be a 6-issue.
Yeah, because I watched it before,
series.
and I thought it was like, it's only like 4 or 5 hours or something, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Das Boot, but
now it's like 8. I'm like, what the hell? What did I watch before? I swear it wasn't like 8 before. When it first came out.
I watched it in an afternoon, so I'm sure it was 4. I'm sure it was 4. Doesn't IMDb tell you the runtime?
I don't know if it's like an extra
4 hours, 2
gone
minutes.
back and redone it, like George Lucas style, but fucking
4 hours, 2
it's like
minutes.
8 hours.
IMDb says it's 4 hours, 2 minutes.
Oh, speaking of films,
Has it got extras like making of and stuff?
I don't know. No, it's just you press play on Amazon like fucking Prime or whatever, and it's like 8 hours, 18 minutes. I was like, okay.
And the other thing was, Ray Fisher from that, Cyborg.
Yeah.
I thought Cyborg was blacker than he actually was, because in Rebel Moon, he looks like the most palest black you've ever seen in your life. He's barely even black.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
right. He's not dark.
Yeah, but I thought he was darker than that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to. I was like, I can't watch all of this in one.
By a rate, 8 hours of complete
I was
garbage.
like, Jesus.
By a rate, 8
8-hour
hours of
film.
complete garbage. What a king!
Mate, I don't care what anyone says. I thought the Justice League was actually like all right, like the Snyder Cut. Anyway.
Zack Snyder's Justice League was far greater than Joss Whedon's Justice League.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why it gets even Batman versus Superman, right? Okay, yeah, fucking Lex Luthor's casting was fucking miscast, like, absolutely, but
yeah.
Other than that, it was actually pretty good. Like, I don't get the hate.
Oh, but we're also robbed of fucking Deathstroke, haven't we? Is it who plays?
Yeah, exactly.
Deathstroke
That's
in
it. Yeah, I want fucking Deathstroke, baby. Let's go.
Justice League doubles in length every 4 years. It's like a twisted version of Moore's
Is that
Law.
it? Oh no. That'd be hilarious if that was true.
16-hour Justice League cut when?
He's just gonna fucking hell.
They also reckon that we'll never get the. I was reading about the director's cut of Event Horizon. Apparently, won't ever get.
Oh right, okay.
Because the stuff got thrown away, and there was a VHS cut of it, but it was stored really badly, so it's fucked. So there's like I think there's like a 2-hour 13-minute cut out there, or should be. You're a fan of Event Horizon, Hobbit?
Oh.
Yes, I am. It is the Warhammer 40,000 film, but you know, it's saying why you shouldn't travel in hyperspace without your Geller field.
Yeah, apparently there's a bit where Sam Neill crawls down a wall like a spider in the director's cut.
I know there's people that say actually Event Horizon is not set in the Warhammer 40k universe, right? So in the Warhammer 40k universe, where they've seen Event Horizon, there's like when you don't activate your.
Have they actually done that lore properly, or is it quite plausible that it could be the prequel to it?
All right, so here's the thing: in faster than light travel in the warp in 40k.
Yeah, I know that, but actually in the books, did they do the lore properly and say who the first ship to travel through it and stuff like that?
No, they don't want to do that which is surprising, really, because Games Workshop seems to be happy to steal the IP of every other decent sci-fi franchise, and Event Horizon is certainly better than some of the sci-fi they've stolen from.
Oh wait, so you're saying that Games Workshop stole the warp idea from Event Horizon?
Fraser, you're going far too far forward. Games Workshop stole Dungeons and Dragons. You're going far too far forward with Games Workshop.
You think of something, right? They've done it. So Aliens was pretty cool. They've ripped it off with the Tyrannies. Terminator was pretty cool. That's
I knew that.
Stargate was also kind of cool-ish. So that's also Necrons.
What about Space Marines though?
Wait, Stargate wasn't Necrons. What are we talking about? Stargate the film.
So
explain that one.
You know, there's the gold in Stargate and stuff, right? And they got they're basically Egyptian dynasties in space.
Yes, I know what this is. Yeah, but explain the Necron connection then.
Well, Necron originally was these super cool, mysterious, like Terminators that their sole purpose is just to materialize and destroy all life, and like you can't defeat them. It's just if you kill it. If you destroy enough.
Because they're disembodied spirits,
not even if you have a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
Well, they have Gauss rifles, but they changed the law about 10 or 15 years ago. I don't remember exactly when. In fact, my mate who just rang me up, he'd have known. But they changed it to this thing called Necrons, and the Necrons would just be like. They're Terminators, but also a bit like Stargate with the gold. They want to form dynasties and stuff, and they're not entirely interested in destroying all life, although they will, but maybe they won't. So they added a load of
speaking of while we're talking about Terminators, I've read some really, really good stuff about like director's cut of Terminator. Apparently there's one where Sarah Connor's supposed to have her leg pinned, so the Terminator rips her leg open. You know, all the other Sarah Connors they murdered, he rips their leg open to look for the pins, the pins in her leg.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a bit iffy, nasty. I watched the remaster of RoboCop, and then I compared it to the unremastered version. And what they've done is they've changed the color balance. They've made it less blue. So in the remastered version, RoboCop looks silver, and then I watched RoboCop 2 because I couldn't find
He's,
the
I
remaster.
think they built him as blue, and then they tried to stop it. So I think filtering's got better. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he
because it
wasn't
was a
supposed to
bluey
be
metal,
blue.
wasn't it? Yeah.
He wasn't
That's
supposed
the
to
thing.
be blue.
So I've looked at the production and the storyboard stuff, and he's shown as being like silvery blue. He's not silver.
Yeah.
And then for some reason they were like, "Oh, let's try and change it." But
Because they
the
really
annoying
blued
thing
him
is
up for the sequel, didn't they?
the remaster had really good sound compared to the other. In fact, I've been watching the documentary. It's like it was very noisy in filming it, so they probably did some better post processing in the remaster.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Do you remember when we played the Terminator clip? Was it it must have been by Ray that showed us it when they find out that the place they killed the Terminator in was Cyberdyne.
Oh, what the Foundry?
Yeah. No, in Terminator, the first one. You know it's like a production plant.
Yeah, in the first one, he's in a found. Oh, sorry,
production plant.
thought,
Foundry's from
like,
the
it's
second
a
one.
steel press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RoboCop's one of the most perfect films ever made, and it's a revenge western. But nobody ever noticed it.
I watched RoboCop 2, which I did enjoy, but I've got to say the original RoboCop, it is the better of the two films.
Yeah, but
now
Hobbit, watch RoboCop 3, absolute pinnacle of like.
Oh yeah, RoboCop 3.
Hobbit, if you thought RoboCop 2 was good, you really should watch RoboCop 3.
RoboCop 3 is even better than The Last Jedi.
Fucking that really shitty Canadian TV series with Boneface in is better than fucking RoboCop 3.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I finally got a meme. There's this. You remember in South Park where they did the 4th grade and all the CGI new intro and it was like cooler and sexier and stuff.
Yeah.
And then right towards the end of the intro, they got this guy who's like falling out of an explosion. Well, that's from the RoboCop series where Boneface. He gets blown up by RoboCop, but of course nothing bad happens because it's for kids, right? So
I'll tell you, it's quite funny. What is funny? Type in RoboCop Boneface and look for an image of it. You can't. That's how fucking bad it is. No one on the internet wants to resurrect. No one in the internet wants to remember it.
Well, I started watching some on Amazon Prime because it's like, oh, okay, it's a RoboCop show that's not
Prime
cartoon
Directives.
series.
What really annoys me about Prime Directives is each episode is named, they're not numbered, so you don't know what order to watch them in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Prime Directives.
It's not a 2-episode series neither. It's a 4-episode series, and it's quite easy to watch them out of order.
Does it matter what order you watch them in?
Yeah, because it's a series. It's literally a 4-part mini-series.
Oh, I wondered if it was one of those things like the Monster of the Week, like they did with X-Files, and it doesn't matter what episode you watch.
No, it's the basic story is that a cop that Alex Murphy used to work with, he gets killed,
Cable.
becomes RoboCop 2.
And he's got 2 guns.
Yes. That's how you know he's
Because
RoboCop
he's cool.
2.
And also his armor's black because blue is just like.
Oh, so yeah, you have watched it, haven't you? But there's like I think they killed Boneface in the first episode.
Okay. I was watching a different RoboCop show because I don't remember Cable being in it, and it like the bad guy in it was just like, "I'll get you next time, robot."
But there is also that Canadian
Bolt
TV
brain.
series, isn't there? I get the two mixed up in my head. Oh, Bone Machine, his name is. It's not Boneface.
Boneface. That's another thing. Like in Judge Dredd, there's a character called Mean Machine, but I always refer to him as Knobhead because he's got a knob on his head that turns up the violence. Oh, also, when Paul Verhoeven was directing RoboCop, his English wasn't very good, so he had to use a dictionary to get a lot of what the script was saying, and then. He was asking like the producers and writers.
Hey, look,
like,
Hobbit, this comes at you, you'd shit yourself, wouldn't you?
And he says, "I don't get this." So what they did is they gave him a bunch of Judge Dredd comics, and he went away for a weekend and read them, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I get this guy now. Okay, yeah, this is over the top, right?" But what's good about Paul Verhoeven is, okay, he is Dutch, and the Dutch are scum. However, he was a little kid during World War II, and he understood this sort of stuff.
Well, Paul
Paul
Verhoeven's problem and our gain is that he's a heavy-handed shitlib, and that's why his films came out better than he intended them to be.
Well, you see, he kind of understood fascism because two things, right? He grew up with Nazi occupation of Holland, and he calls it Holland, by the way, so not De Nederland. And he saw like a bomber that had been shot down, and the RAF pilots' remains were just like giblets all over the street, and people scooping them up and putting into buckets. So he's seen dismembered bodies. But the other thing he says, why he left Europe to go to America was...
Ray says all of Verhoeven's movies are amazing. I don't know, are you going to include Showgirls? Is it Showgirls? What's the stripper one? Is that Showgirls?
I haven't seen his European films, but
no, Showgirls was one of his American ones. I'm not counting his European ones.
All right, but either way, he said there was left-wing fascism amongst the movie making in Europe in the 70s. So where they were just not interested in art, or if they wanted to make it really political. So apparently in the 1970s, Europe films was a bit like 2010s to now films, where they're just like being really heavy-handed with the message.
He's done some Tripuppet.
The only thing I've
Let's
seen...
go for what I would call his Yank ones. So The Fourth Man must be... I haven't seen that. Flesh and Blood. I think you like that, don't you? It's got Rutger Hauer in it.
I haven't seen Flesh and Blood, although it looks like a film I should watch.
It's the sword and sandal thing, I think. Then he did RoboCop, Total Recall, banger.
Didn't he Flesh and Blood around about the same time Ridley Scott did Legend? Have you seen
85.
that? I watched it recently.
Flesh and Blood was 85.
Oh, well, Legend was 85, yeah. I watched Legend recently. My God, that film is trippy.
Yeah, I remember it's that group you like do the music. Don't Tangerine Dream do the music?
I don't know if it's Tangerine Dream, but it's like all the protagonists in the film seem to be wearing glitter on their faces. And also there's this like sprite in it, which is trying to seduce Jack the Human. She pretends to be the love interest in it, who's been kidnapped into what's not.
So by a Ray, you've got to defend Basic Instinct, Showgirls, and Hollow Man. Do you remember Hollow Man, where Kevin Bacon's invisible?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Is that's not like the Invisible Man film, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. But
I think I enjoyed that.
It was from the late 90s.
Yeah.
Let me just have
Kevin Bacon's the Invisible Man, and he gropes that bird's tip.
Goes insane because he can't sleep because he's invisible.
Yeah.
Well, how does
he could just turn off the light, you know. That's
Hollow Man is a 2000 American science fiction film. No, I think there's a film prior to this about an Invisible Man.
It's the Chevy Chase one, but that's a comedy. Memoirs of Invisible Man.
Let me just have a look. Let me type in Invisible Man on IMDb. Invisible Man. The Invisible Man, 1933. No, that's two. Memoirs of an Invisible Man, 1992.
By Ray's going Route 1 to defend it. They've all got tits in it, so they're all bangers. Tits and violence, enough said.
Is this the film I remember?
Hobbit, are you going to watch Paul Verhoeven's upcoming film? Het Geheim van Eed Goud Hueligic.
Is that about like, hey, we should be teaching anal sex to children, yeah? I'm Dutch. This is Ronald. He's my executive producer, also my lover.
My life partner.
He's my life partner and my lover.
Oh, fuck, that user list's gone missing. It was user list of people who know visual effects, and it was J.J. Abrams. He knows lens flare. That's not a visual effect.
Yeah.
Is he a bit like Michael Bay, but for lens flare?
How do you make an uninteresting scene interesting?
Oh my fucking word. Poll. Directors who know visual effects. J.J. Abrams. Michael Bay. To be fair, Michael Bay knows tits and ass. He does know tits and ass.
He does do decent car chases, to be honest. Like, you know.
Bad Boys 2 was fucking brilliant. I love Bad Boys 2.
I didn't know there was a sequel to it. My God, that film stunk.
Oh, I didn't watch. I didn't watch the sequel. The only good one is the second one. The first one's meh. The second one's good, and then the third one was like I watched about 10 minutes and turned it off. It was that bad.
Is Will Smith in Bad Boys 2? Because like I don't like any film with Will Smith in it. Pretty much the only thing I enjoyed with him in was The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which, by the way, is still carrying on today, and Carlton's winning.
Tim Burton. Does Tim Burton? Would you say Tim Burton knows visual effects?
Well,
he knows
did
makeup.
Nightmare Before. I know people say, "Oh, that's the film fat women like," but he did The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but I don't think he did that.
Yeah,
I don't think he
isn't he
was
just doing like claymation shit, Tim Burton? I thought it was just that stuff he did.
But like, you know, the guy that did special effects on The Thing and RoboCop and all those other
Rob
films.
Bottin.
Yeah,
Rob
he went on
Poutine.
to do Mad God, which is a horrible
Disgusting,
stop
vile.
motion animation.
Disgusting, vile, but strangely watchable.
Yeah, I said there was a
Mesmeric.
friend that we were going
How about Mesmeric Hobbit? Would you accept that as a?
Yes, it's awe-inspiring, and I mean that in the sense, like, you know, awe, like when you're filled with awe,
Shock and awe.
It's not a good thing.
As in shock and awe, isn't it?
It is shock and awe, but like awe, if someone says it's awful, you know that's a bad thing. But awesome is the same root word. It's awe. You're in awe. I am in awe of that film. It's horrible, and I there was a mate I was going to watch it with, but then he disappeared.
James Cameron. James Cameron knows
his.
James Cameron knows his film effects, doesn't he?
I got in touch with this French bloke who's since married and moved to Canada. I thought he moved back to France. I was watching Waterloo, the one by Stanislav Lem from 1970. Really good film, by the way. A lot of films in the 70s have really bad pacing, and I don't understand why. Like, they're so tedious. But there was, anyway, Waterloo was great. So I got in touch with him, and he says, there was a 6-part series about a Napoleonic soldier, and it's called Jean Roche. Fuck, where is it? Jean Roche Cogniet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search for it on the YouTube, see if because hopefully the series is still there. It uses a lot of old French, and I'm probably gonna watch it with my mum at some time and be like, "Hey, mum, translate all of this for me." Oh, CEO of Chairbugs is doing the Cookie Monster meet, and I want to watch that, but oh, nice! The entire series, all 5.5 hours of it. So, guys, here we go. Right there. If you're fond of a French cinema, there's a link to Jean Roche Cogniet.
So, would we say Tim Burton knows or doesn't know visual effects?
Yes, he does.
James Cameron, that's a yes without a doubt, isn't it? Yeah, Terminator 2, like every time he pushes the envelope, apart from with I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say Avatar is kind of like he's got his wheels stuck in the mud. I don't think it's moved on much since the original Avatar.
The first one was pretty, like, back in the day, that was the best CGI ever, like, but now it's like,
yeah.
The story was just so shit, though. I mean, it was like the core,
it's derivative
but with
of
a
shit,
big budget.
Do you not like the Smurfs, Hobbit?
What?
Do you not like the Smurfs?
Come on, it was space colonists, mate. It was basically fucking Britain and France and Algeria again.
If they had a baby, that's what they look like.
It was Dances with Smurfs, wasn't it? It was Dances with Wolves in space.
Well, it was better than Slash Jags a Hobo, you know what I mean? That I don't know why people highly rate that film.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, his films are well put together, I'll give him that.
Yeah, okay.
Roland Emmerich. I don't think he's done much lately, has he? Independence Day, the day after tomorrow, 2012.
Yeah, well, that's when your last film was 2012.
I think 2012 was his last decent film, probably.
Did Guillermo del Toro direct that film? The one with like the beast and it's got its eyes in its hands.
Pan's Labyrinth, yeah.
Yeah.
That was what brought him to prominence.
Did he direct Day of the Beast?
Hellboy, do you want me to have a look at...
no, let me see. He
did Pacific Rim, Hellboy. It's like anything that's that kind of like weird. He's got like he's got kind of his own character design, hasn't he?
So the only Spanish language film I know of that I've enjoyed is Day of the Beast. And for those that haven't seen it, it's about a priest that wants to become evil to summon the Antichrist so that he can defeat him. And it's pretty good. It's quite gory. And I don't know. Comments are turned off. I want to know.
What? Oh, on that video you're watching.
Yeah. Well, it's just this trailer for the film you see, and it's like reminding me of all the scenes in it, which are pretty cool. Why don't I just go on IMDb? That'll tell me what it is.
Who's next? Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau knows how to put a film together, doesn't he? Iron Man 1 and 2.
What else has he done?
The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, so the director of Day of the Beast is Alex de la Iglesia. So not Guillermo del Toro. He's known for The Bar, The Oxford Murders, Day of the Beast, and Commonwealth. What is Oxford Murders?
Okay. I've got a funny one in a couple of episodes time, in a couple of mentions time. David Fincher. So he's I think he's Fight Club, is he? Also get Alien 3, which was piss poor. Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The Social Network.
This sounds pretty good. It was released in 2008. It's got Elijah Wood and John Hurt in it. And it's set in Oxford, and it's about a grad student and professor work together to try and stop a potential series of murders seemingly linked by mathematical symbols.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
I might have to give that a watch.
So what about David Fincher? I'll take it you don't know who he is then, Hobbit.
No, I don't, sorry.
How about Ron Howard from Happy Days?
Yeah, I know him. Wait, hang on. No, I don't. The only one
Ron Howard was from you know what Ron Howard was from Happy Days, don't you?
I only know Harry Winkler.
Ron Howard, Happy Days. I'll see if I can find a picture of him with the funds.
God, that was weird, that design. It's sort of like Edie 209's Four Guns, but only one of them fires.
What, that those fucking that shitty bone face thing?
It's just bad. It's just so like, the costume department.
When you just shoot yourself, if he appeared at you,
like RoboCop's costume was perfection. Although for getting in and out of it was a bit tricky because apparently the first time they suited him up took 12 hours to get into the suit.
They had to build fans on it because the poor bastard was cooking when they did the drugs warehouse scene, didn't they? That's Ron Howard and the Fonz. I bet.
Well, when they were doing the film location, Detroit doesn't look enough like Detroit, so they used Dallas because Dallas has got these futuristic buildings in it. So, that scene where RoboCop's like trying to arrest the OCP members? That's called the Renaissance Tower in Dallas.
Have you seen the real building? It's not even a tower. Like all the tower bit on top is like made up. It's matted.
That's a matte painting, but the base of it is real. And important RoboCop scene. Please play Hemingford Grey. Let's watch this together, shall we?
Oh, I can't be doing what to do. I'm talking about these directors and how good they are at doing special effects.
Yeah.
So Ron Howard, he did Cocoon, Apollo 13, and The Grinch. And they also get and Lucasfilm also get, here's a massive pile of shit where it's a lose-lose. Do you want to finish this film for us, Ron? Which was also called Solo, a Star Wars movie.
Oh no.
We need someone to pin this on, Ron. Will you put your name on it? Do you get it, Fraser? He was on his own. That's why he's called Solo. He was on his own. Do you get it, Fraser?
Oh. I can't believe they made that movie.
But do you get it, Fraser? He was Solo. That's why he was on. Fucking load of shit. I feel so sorry that Ron Howard was made to put his name on.
The Rebels were literally a load of little girls. That was hilarious. Right.
Hobbit, this is the one I was chuckling at. Peter Jackson, he knows his special effects, don't he? You remember? You remember back?
Yes, he does.
You, Hobbit?
Can I just say, like, I watched The Hobbit, and I know people said, "Oh, but it looks like a cheap soap opera." Why are we doing this thing? We were saying like the superior technology with higher frame rates makes something look cheap.
Well, it's kind of it just reminds you of Pat Butcher because the BBC do it, don't they?
Well, again, like video cameras will do things at 60 frames a second. Cinema is done at, well, it's 24. Not 24. It's actually 48 frames a second, but they only do like one reel of frame for two. So what happens in the cinema is when you're watching it, the one scene is flashed twice. Because if they did it like 24 frames a second, you would notice the granularity and you'd see it. So it has to be 48 frames a second. So Peter Jackson said, well, we're doing it 48 frames a second. We've got these digital cameras. Why don't we actually film it so like each frame is a separate frame? So you've got twice the amount of animation, but people say, yeah, I don't like it. It looks wrong. And I mean, I liked it because it's like, I'm seeing detail on this, we should know what to see. And it's like, this is what I want to see. This is the future. Fuck 4K. My eyesight's not good enough to see 4K. I can see the difference in movement. But you got all these women who are too stupid to see the difference.
He wants to see Pat Butcher in 4K.
I don't like it. I want my 8K and 24 frames. I want an 8K
Nothing's
slasher.
8K at the moment, though. That's the thing. 8K's a lie. No one does
cinemas
8K.
are 8K, aren't they? I mean, you've got a big screen like that. It's 8K.
I'll bang through the rest of this.
I think
Go on then, English.
Brucey gets it. I like the look of it. Normies spoil everything. They do. Normies are like, new technology, I don't like it. And I tried to get like the Blu-ray of the Hobbit.
Yeah, but Hobbit, a lot of it. This is the low resolution view. The high resolution view is that we need to thank the Kumas for everything. Because without Kumas, we wouldn't have DVD.
And without Kumas, we wouldn't have 4K.
Well, that's the frame rates and things. I think some of the stuff in cinema's a bit weird because I know Bloodborne gets compared to cinematography, though. That's kind of like a 40 frame. It's a really weird frame rate and it feels slow when you play it.
It's frame pacing, isn't it? That's frame pacing.
Oh, speaking of that, did you see what I put in earlier?
To cinema stuff, it's like I prefer to have stuff run at 40 frames a second with 40 hertz because that seems to run smoother when you're watching it. But like the whole frame rates in cinema, I don't think it's the same as like a TV. I think they've got weird. Some films have weird.
That's a frame rate, not the resolution. I'm not about
my favorite.
Yeah, but how many frames you've seen? Like obviously resolution, but Hobbit run about 48 frames a second to have double.
Well, Hobbit literally said that though. He said Hobbit said like resolution doesn't matter. It's frame rate that matters in film.
Like I think 48 frames would be really peculiar to watch because of the
men are more sensitive to motion. Women are more sensitive to color. This is why men tend to be better hunter-gatherers and driving and things like that because it's all based on motion. I know
Hobbit,
National Geographic,
but women are exactly the same as men. It's only the patriarchy holding them down.
I was just about National Geographic came out an article saying, well, actually, women have got hips, and that's a really good place to put your deer on because women are better at hunting than men, and that's why traditionally women did the hunting. But back in the real world, men are more motions, and that's why you have more colorblind men than you do women, because it doesn't really matter if the men are colorblind; they can still function. Whereas for a woman, if you're doing sewing or berry picking, being colorblind is a bit of a, it's a bit of a faux, not faux.
Yeah, I think sewing it'd be a disadvantage. I think picking berries, that'd be a bit fucking dangerous, mate. I think they're not exactly in the same kettle of fish.
What I mean to say is, like, cavemen, they were hunting, because the cavemen weren't driving lorries and stuff, and women, cave women, they were picking berries. So back when the hunter-gatherer days, you could see, like, oh yeah, it makes sense that women would have sharper visual acuity. That way they can pick out ripe fruit to eat. And men...
What you're saying is what?
Men are adapted to have good motion and peripheral vision, because that way you can track beasts running through a forest or something.
What you're saying is when Ugnug came back to camp, he knew Linda didn't listen when everyone were dead. She went and picked them berries he told her to pack it in.
It's like... And you say to her, you haven't invented the colours of puce and green and cyan yet. It's like, did you pick the berries with the wrong colour? And it's like, what wrong colour? Well, they all look the same to me. That's why you're supposed to pick the ones with the right colour.
They're all berry colour, silly. Yeah. Everyone's gone to sleep now.
Right,
and they're not waking up.
Let's bang through this list. I've started, so I'll finish. Joe Johnson did Jumanji, Jurassic Park 3. That's not really any effects to crow about, is it? Captain America. Francis Lawrence Ang Lee. Is he particularly good at effects? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hulk, Life of Pi.
No, Life of Pi was shit.
Wait, are we counting CGI as visual effects now? Like...
Yes, I think we are.
Apparently, so if Life of Pi is on the list.
Yeah, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hulk was all CGI, wasn't it? No, the Ponzi Hulk.
Yeah, but I bet he didn't do it himself, right? That's the thing.
This is the thing. A lot of this, like George Lucas is on the list. I mean, George Lucas probably weren't doing the hard yards with the effects, was he? Was it Ralph McQuarrie? Ralph McQuarrie did all the hard work there.
He did set up Industrial Light and Magic, which has gone on to make like some great special effects.
Yeah, he set it up out of people that he'd collected. Who were all
he read the green screen mines all day, mate, every day, mining the fucking green.
People like Peter Jackson, James Cameron, and all that. It's like, look, they might not be geniuses when it comes to it, but they seem to be able to get the right people in to do the job to make these great special effects. Like, I know Hemi's going to disagree with me on this one, but I think Death Machine is a great film because the guy that did special effects...
if I'm not having Battle Beyond the Stars, you're not having Death Machine.
Battle Beyond the Stars is a boring film.
It's got a spaceship with tits on it, I bet. And it's got a woman with tits on it as well.
Yeah, and Robert Vaughan's in it, and the guy from the A-Team, but it's still a shit boring film.
It's not a shit boring film. It's the Seven Samurai, mate. I'm going to be poncy. I'm not going to say the seven. I'm not going to say the Magnificent Seven. I'm going to say the Seven Samurai because I'm going to be a cinema ponce.
And
one James Cameron worked on the effects on that film.
I got 2/3 into Battle Beyond the Stars. I'm like, I don't want to watch the rest of this now. What about this other film? First Spaceship to Venus with Stanislav Lem, and it's like, oh, I watched Waterloo, I enjoyed that, and it's like,
you're such a fucking snob, Hobbit.
It's a classic 1960s.
I'm calling you a fucking snob, Hobbit.
They refer.
You're not touting your fucking gown, Hobbit. Don't ever tell me your town ever again.
Yeah, well, and you know what? This film's they refer to computers' electronic brain, and they had like fit women in it, and they were like damsels in distress.
You were saying that bird with the big tits from Battle Beyond the Stars wasn't fit?
What, the pacifist?
No, the Valkyrie.
Oh, what? You don't have enough firepower. Oh, yeah. The stellar converter. God, it was just. You know what it was? I can just imagine, right? So I'm like director Adolf Finkelstein, and my son's just gone and watched Star Wars, and he's telling me about this. It's
Roger Corman. You know, Roger Corman is derivative. And nobody can ever take that away from Roger Corman. Nobody can ever accuse him of being original.
So, you know, Roger Corman's son, he's telling about the Star Wars with the Schwartz, and Rick Moranis is in it and everything. He's like, and he's just writing down on the back of a fag packet, like, okay, space battle, tit spaceship,
25% different.
women. And yeah, he goes and makes 75% different Star Wars, but it's just, you know, there's some films which are like fine, but like, for example, Red Dwarf, Patrick Stewart, when he first watched it, was about to ring his agent saying, "Oh, BBC have made a parody of Star Trek and it's horrible."
Oh, this what we're talking about Star Trek. English. I was talking to you about Espers earlier. You know that one when the bloke gets the silver eyes in Star Trek?
Yeah.
That one there, they got the silver eyes because they had a ESP, and I think didn't they like abandon that completely? It was never mentioned again.
Yeah, everything got abandoned after the original series. The only aliens that, like, apparently Gene Roddenberry went fucking mad at people. Like, you weren't allowed to say Spock, you weren't allowed to talk about any of the original series, and the only aliens that carried on through were the Romulans, the Vulcans, and the Klingons. Everything else was dropped.
Whose idea was it? Peace with the didn't Roddenberry lost his fucking shit over peace with the Klingon Empire, didn't he?
Yeah, well, you can kind of see, like, I found out recently, I think there was a bit of a friction between him and the other ones, because you find out that his missus, like, he really wanted his missus to have a role, so she was #1 in the pilot, you know, that ended up becoming the menagerie.
Yeah.
She was Nurse Chaplin. She's Deanna Troy's mum, Loxana fucking Troy, and she's also the voice for all the fucking computers. And I think it come to a head at one point where he was told, like, you got to fucking pack it in. And I think there was like a producer, like, I think for her to come back as part of like the next generation, like, he had to make so many fucking concessions. And I think one of them was to end the Klingon War.
Oh, and there was also that thing with because Gene Roddenberry liked to have a lot of sex in TNG, and the directors like, you know, Rick Berman and Brandon Bragg's like, you do realize this is like going out at 6 p.m, right? This is a family-friendly show. It's like, make the Ferengi rape people, and they got massive cock pieces. And,
you can kind of tell when he died. Like, you can kind of tell when he got ill, because like the episodes kind of changed.
Oh, I make like the men wear skirts and the Ferengi women are naked. Yeah. Oh, and in the Dissident wedding, it's considered highly rude if guests wear clothes. Yeah. And there should be a scene with Worf's Kazan, and he's with my ex-wife, and they're in the mud pit masturbating together. Yeah. Rick Burns is like, for fuck's sake, Gene, we can't have child sex in Star Trek TNG. It's the 21st century.
The really crazy thing is like the.
Yes.
Yeah, but what you need to think as well of it is that the Beta Z wedding thing, the naked ones, it's everyone needs to look at my wife naked. That's basically his argument, because he'd already married her by then.
Oh, by the way, I'm not actually exaggerating about any of this stuff. There literally is a scene with Gene Roddenberry's ex-wife and the child actor who plays Alexander Rishenko, and they're in a mud bath together. It's the OG, the writer's belly disguised fetish. It literally is.
Oh, I've not recently. I've watched that episode not long ago, and I was thinking, like, what the fuck? So I do think that was one that was filmed before he died, but he was dead by the time it was aired.
Oh, Gene Roddenberry's dying wish was like, I want my ex-wife to rub with like mud on his latex chest. Yeah,
he's dead now, isn't he?
What, Gene Roddenberry died?
No,
in the
fucking
90s.
I know Alexander Rishenko, you twat.
Is he?
Yeah, killed himself. And I've just said fucking 15 times Gene Roddenberry's dead. The fact that I said he's dead now really fucking surprised you, and you jumped to it.
Well, no, I was surprised that you was like, Gene Roddenberry's been dead for a long time, mate. What you?
Yeah, I was on about Rishenko. I think he killed himself a couple of years ago.
I found a conversation here.
About the mud bath incident. Yeah.
I found a conversation here between the higher ups. So I was with producer Rick Berman and he said Gene wanted to throw the script out. I couldn't believe it. Rick said, well, Gene doesn't think that Worf is a major character on the show. In Gene's mind, Worf was a character that he put on the bridge just to put in the background so you could see comment on the fact Klingons and the Federation were at peace now. I know we all see it differently, but in his mind, Worf is not a major character in the show. Gene doesn't want to do a whole cliffhanger about him. I was like, that's crazy. And he said, I know, but that's how he feels. I'll go talk to him again and we'll figure it out. Rick figured it out and I never heard about it again, but it is crazy. Whether Gene felt all that way through or whether he was just saying at that point is the question. Certainly there'd been episodes about Worf before that, so he wasn't a glorified transporter chief. He was on the bridge, he was in the cast photos, for God's sake. How strongly Gene felt is that it was open to question. So you heard those kind of rumblings and there'd be comments from him on various scripts, but it was definitely on a downhill slope. So do you think like Gene wasn't that keen on the blacks? Like the amount of times like black people get like taken over by aliens or just generally battered in OG Trek is unreal.
I think he had his hand forced because by then, from what you're saying, there was already two big 2-part episodes of Worf. There's one where like he has to go back and defend his dad's name, and there's another one. I think that he probably had his hand forced when Thingy wanted to leave. The fucking blonde dyke, when she wanted to leave, he forced his hand and had him as the commanding fucking officer for security. Because before then, he was just like a bitch. He was a Joey.
Yeah.
So I'm looking on the IMDb.
So obviously, at the end of season 1.
But then again, Scotty was a bit like that, though, weren't he?
The actor for Alexander Rishenko is Brian Bonzol, and he was born in 1981, and there's no death certificate. They do say that he did some drunk driving in the early 2000s.
I'm sure I've seen something that was like he was dead.
In 1995, Bonzol decided to take a break from acting to focus more on music. He and his family moved to Colorado, where he graduated from Boulder High School in 2000.
Have a look. Worf's undead. Yeah, actor and famous musician John Paul Sturro, who rose to fame as child playing Alexander Rishenko in Star Trek, has died aged 33. The American who appeared in the 1980s show The Next Generation. It's the first actor who played Worf's son.
Oh, right. Okay. So, yeah, because when he's older, like the teenage Alexander Rishenko is a different one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you know the original Trek was going to have a girl boss?
What's that?
Roddenberry wanted a girl boss on the Enterprise for the first.
When a woman's captain, she must be naked. It's a ceremony.
You don't get it. She's got to be naked. She's got to be naked.
The uniform involves like naked breasts.
Just her being railed by various alien races. Bit different to Shatner.
She's gonna be Kirk, but she's gonna get boned by all the aliens. Yeah.
Part of me thinks that I can't help but think, like all the aliens got binned off when they went to the Next Generation. I can imagine that like the board was saying, no, we're not having Neptunians. You're not having a couple of free-titted fucking women on the spaceboard. He spits his dummy out. There'll be no aliens from the original series then. Be none.
Oh, my favourite thing from TNG, which is just like the Jim Roddenberry's episode, is when is it? Oh, what's his name? The actor did the voice of Darth Vader. You know that? What you talking about, Willis? He's also in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
That's it, right? So there's an episode. I'm sure James Earl Jones is like the leader of this African planet. Like early Wakanda. And they want to do a forced marriage of Tasha Yar and kidnap her, and they're all
I know which one you're on about.
Yeah, that was a Gene Roddenberry episode. I don't even know what the writing credits for it were, but I'm pretty sure that's like in this episode the writers barely did disguised fetish.
Well, like I said, you can kind of tell when he died. Like they started to try and. You can see this trying to serialize some of it, especially in the later series. Like I'm on season 7 now, and you can see they're trying to like make a cohesive story go all the way through. Whereas Gene was very episodic, and it was all like we're going to make a different alien race now, and they're going to have a tit on the back, you know what I mean? And they've got to be naked.
How about this one then? On a much more disturbing note, however, is footage from late life interviews with Roddenberry posted on YouTube. Roddenberry, acting in a very odd way that some have suggested resulted from too much LSD use, says some honestly very disturbing sexual things to the interviewer, even about his own children. Roddenberry was a known serial philanderer. His relationship with his second wife, Majel Barrett, who played roles on various treks, began as an affair. And overshare of intimate details. As a TOS assistant, Andre Richardson says, that was it, freaky deaky dude. Or as Richardson said more bluntly, Gene Roddenberry was a sexist, manipulative person who disregarded women. So he's like Kirk a self-insert then, is he?
Disregard women, acquire
kind of. Apparently, looking to, like how I say he's argued with the board or whatever, like whoever was on licensing the program and giving it the green light. Apparently, he was told as well when they did the Cage episode, what became the menagerie. He was told that he either keeps Spock or number one, which is her who became his wife. So he decided to fucking keep Spock and marry her. And apparently, when she came back as Nurse Chaplin, all the fucking board members rolled their eyes and knew like he was putting her in there to fucking earn money. You know what I mean? Obviously, she wanted to be a big star. He was doing his slimy little thing, was, I'll make you a movie star. Yeah. You get her in it all. Because she's the voice of all the computer as well. So she
it says in this piece that it says in this piece that TNG only took off when Roddenberry stepped back.
Yes, it is. Well, the thing is, it's definitely apparent that Kirk is Gene Roddenberry self-insert, and he was a World War II pilot. So you know that thing where like consoles are exploding and people go flying. Well, that's actually quite realistic, because the thing is, there's these things called battle overrides, and what it is like, say a fuse is blown because like a turret's overloading and the motors are stalling. You could use a battle override, which will just mean like power will still go to the turret's motors or whatever, and there's a chance that the wires will burst into flames, so there might be explosions, but at least the emergency override means you might be able to get 1 or 2 shots off before that happens. So that bit's realistic. Kirk is definitely Gene Roddenberry, but then TNG, I would put to you that Riker, Crusher, and Jean-Luc Picard are the 3 eras of Gene Roddenberry. So, you know, nobody liked Will Crusher, but that Gene Roddenberry even sort of said in interviews, like he sees him as himself. But Riker's Roddenberry in his prime, and Patrick Stewart was like, you know, the Gene Roddenberry as he fancied himself.
But what is it though? Because I think that the Riker and Kirk, how he fancies himself. Because if you look at what happened with that second marriage, like he weren't going around fucking pimping out on everyone. She had him wrapped up. If you look at like what happened with his estate and everything afterwards, she come out smelling of roses, mate. So I think it was less of he was a shag magnet and more of he was a downer who some fucking woman managed to get her claws into.
Well, you know, in the absence of looks, he had the power, didn't he? So, you know, that always, like, women love power, don't they? Power and the money that came with it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think Kirk is who he thought he was. Like, there's no way. Because if you look at the story, like, how she ended up with his fortune. Like, his kids got fucked out of it all. Obviously, her son, Gene Jr.
I've got the meme. It's who he is, who he thinks he is, and who he actually is. It's like he thinks he's Kirk. Thinks he's Kirk. People think he's Picard, but he's actually Wesley Crusher.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Because if you look into it, like what happened after he died, like his first wife and everything got well fucked over, and it's her who played Deanna Troy's mum who managed to fucking stitch it all up. It was done in a way that she got like 90% of everything, and then if anyone contested it, they got cut out of the will. So like she goaded his daughter into contesting the will, so she just got cut out of whatever she got.
How about this one then? As Where No Man Had Gone Before begun to play, this is at some sort of science fiction convention, Roddenberry noted an audience member speaking loudly with friends paying no attention to the show. Roddenberry confronted the malcontent, who sheepishly quieted down. As he returned to his seat, Roddenberry was informed the man he just chastised was one of his personal heroes, science fiction legend Isaac Asimov.
Ooh.
And then Asimov came up afterwards and apologised to him, and he praised Star Trek. It's pretty much, that's Asimov's wheelhouse. He's a bit of a commie as well, isn't he, Asimov?
Well, he was a Russian Jew that emigrated to New York with his parents.
So officially, he wrote 10 episodes for Star Trek, and for half of those, he just wrote the story, not the actual screenplay. Unofficially, however, there were a few episodes of the original Star Trek that weren't. There were few episodes that weren't shaped in some way by Roddenberry's hand. Get her naked, get a raper. There's quite a bit of rape in it, isn't there?
Rape.
It's not just that. Every time Kirk gets abducted, there's always some like damsel there or some fucking bird in a skimpy suit to try and beat him up and that.
Well, I've only just started watching the first series again, so that's all like, so we've been something or brought something aboard the ship, and now everybody's going out of their minds and acting weird.
Oh, have you watched my favourite episode yet? Is it Ladies of Mud?
No, I haven't seen that. No, it got to very much yet. Last one I watched was, the one with the alien that's a dog in a suit.
Oh yeah, where they go down to the planet and it's evil Kirk.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I just watched. And it's shit. What was the one? The one before that was where they had that disease where they all passed on to each other through their hands, and they were like drunk. And that was like obviously.
I'll be honest with you. I think the original series is class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the the trouble with tribbles.
Yeah, if you said, well, you haven't got to it yet, but there's a Deep Space Nine one where they actually revisit the trouble with tribbles and go aboard the Enterprise in the 60s.
See, that does make sense though. Gene Roddenberry dies, and then they can start bringing back other things. It's like they try and do the Trelane stuff with other races, and it's like very thinly veiled remakes of earlier episodes.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, they're retreading old ground because it's like just do the same thing but jazz it up a bit.
Still not a fan of Picard though. I think like he's a terribly weak captain.
How about this one then? Do you know Roddenberry had obviously everybody knows Roddenberry had little success outside of Star Trek, but he had two things. He tried to make iRobot.
TJ Hooker.
He tried to make iRobot and a new version of Tarzan, but he quit because the budget weren't big enough for him.
Oh yeah, what a twat!
I think he basically just lived off of, which he could afford to, just lived off of that all the time, didn't he? Star Trek.
Well,
I like how in
like when you look into it, it's fucking huge.
I like how in RoboCop there's this show called TJ Laser, which is like RoboCop tries the spinning gun thing from.
Yeah.
And which again is just more sort of Western stuff because like Paul Weller could actually do that in real life. So again, back when actors knew how to do things so they could act well. And it's just like, oh, well, the idea for TJ Laser, yeah, we based it on the crappy like 70s cop shows like TJ Hooker. And it's like, hey, I actually kind of like TJ Hooker.
Heather Locklear was in it. One oft-cited reason for Roddenberry's lack of post-Trek success was his attitude towards sex and women. The original series is notorious for its female costuming, like those fucking skirts. That was the one. Me and the missus were watching. That one I was talking about yesterday with the one with the dogs, the alien dog that they beam up from the ship, and like the short skirt. Yeah. The missus goes, well, she was asking for it, weren't she, without wearing that skirt?
You know what? It's sad what happened to her. You're on about Yeoman, ain't you?
Yeah, Yeoman Janice. Yeoman Janice, isn't it? Janice.
Yeah, she got sacked. She got sacked after that series just because they didn't want Kurt to be tied down. She ended up going full alcoholic.
But he never did anything with her, though, did he?
No, this is the best thing. It's like, but they don't. It's like you say, they do the same thing with Riker though, don't they? Where like it's kind of Deanna's the omen on that, if you get what I mean. Like she's always there, and like she just hears fucking Will slamming every fucker else who comes on the ship, even the weird tranny alien.
Well, like none of you guys probably seen this one, but Bruce Willis used to be in a TV series called Moonlighting with Sybil Shepherd, and the thing was that they worked at a detective agency together, and they were like chalk and cheese, but it was the will they won't they. But that program died. It carried on for a few series after, but that program died when they got together. It's like most people want to watch the chase, but they don't actually want to watch the catch, do they? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I think what it is like it is surprising after the whole of our Next Generation. There's no episode where fucking Riker has to get tested for fucking space aids. You know what I mean? That cunt shags anything.
Space clap.
Yeah, give off the crew space clap. You know what I mean? It's surprising because Roddenberry could have gone with that. That sounds like a Roddenberry episode.
Roddenberry did a TV series or film or something called Pretty Maids All in a Row, and it was understood that nude scenes were required for female actors in Pretty Maids All in a Row, who would also do a spread in Playboy for publicity. Fucking hell.
What a perv. Fucking hell, Jesus.
His return to Star Trek was marred by his 1977 draft for the first movie, which contained, among other questionable choices, the line, "Have you ever sexed with a human?"
He's a top pimp. I don't care what you say, Fraser. Top pimp. He would clearly. He kept his fucking pimp hand strong, and he would clearly.
Roddenberry's relationship with Marjorie Barrett, that must be Deanna's mum then, developed for years while he was still married to his first wife, and he also had an affair with Nichelle Nichols. He was knocking off a huru as well.
Yeah, no, I've heard, I think that happened though. I think the way it went was he'd done that earlier on in the career, and while Nurse Chapel was there, I think she managed to get I think they were all fucking trying to get the claws in him because of the money and shit. But she would clearly fucking not backwards at going forwards. Like she's ended up with like she would have got paid for every episode just for being the computer.
Oh yeah, I should think. I wonder if the games still use her name or whatever, so she'd still get something for it, wouldn't she?
Well, it'd be Junior now, wouldn't it? Because she's fucking brown bread.
Mm.
But yeah, it's one of them where she fucking knew what she was doing. It's like this idea that Roddenberry was top pimp, walking around, women faltering at him. It's like, nah, mate, she knew how to bleed him fucking dry.
How about this one? Roddenberry rewrote a season 3 script to include a scene where Spock wears a strange medallion called an Idic. For the reason it turned out was that Roddenberry's mail order merchandise business, Lincoln Enterprises, had begun selling that same medallion. In the unfortunate but true story, Nimoy, a Star Trek legend, would ultimately have bad taste left in his mouth, feeling like his character had been berated by its cashing-in creator.
Well, that the one where he was supposed to go back and get married? I vaguely remember there being some big gay amulet or what.
Yeah, that's why, because he was flogging them.
Buy my amulet.
It's not like the Radiant amulet, is it?
Fucking hell, these poor fuckers now are getting me too. You just don't have characters like this anymore in film, do you?
No, you do not. In some ways, I would say cinema probably peaked between the 80s and early 90s, and then it's gone downhill since that. I mean, there's been like a few good films released after the 90s. Like
Nemesis isn't great, is it?
No, but Lord of the Rings was. But then again, that film was done in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then again, what you got to think of it, that's based on source material that's much older, and like they actually stuck to source material. Like everything now is a recreation of a recreation.
Something which is a really important point, which I think is lost on people, and this is what I enjoy about the old sci-fi films. The models in there are actual physical models, and therefore the lighting in them looks real because it is real lighting. Like with the Thunderbird stuff, they tried to do all these water effects and explosions, and it didn't really look realistic because it's like yeah, you've got these water droplets and they're moving too quickly. You can see it's a small model, but
yeah, I read a piece about this once, and it's they say why small water looks like small water. I can't remember the why of it, but you can tell when it's a miniature and they're using real water, can't you? It's weird, but you can.
The way they did it in Stingray was just use blue water dice so the water doesn't look as transparent, and then use high-speed footage, which, oh God, we're using 120 frames per second footage, but then slow it down so it looks like the water's moving more slowly.
Oh, English, when you're done with Star Trek, you really do need to have a go at some Jerry Anderson next.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would recommend Captain Scarlet, although the last episode is a fucking con.
You watched Farscape, haven't you, English? Have you watched Farscape?
Not that I can think of.
Right,
imagine Lex without any of the
Fraser,
charm
have you watched?
or
Have you watched
innuendo.
the Thunderbirds and stuff like that?
Yeah. I used to love Stingray and Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do Deep Space Nine next because Hobbit keeps saying that's the best one, and then I was going to have a look at that Babylon 5 because I think you keep saying you rate that as well, didn't you, Hobbit?
The Secret Service was fun, Hobbit. Do you remember the Secret Service by Jerry Anderson?
No, it's not good. No, Deep Space Nine, my favourite Star Trek. Having really recently rewatched Babylon 5, I'm kind of sad because it's over now, and it's like we'll never get a show like that again. It's probably
except you will, because they're doing a sequel series.
There's a sequel. Well, I watched The Road to Freedom, or whatever it's called, and it's all right.
Is that the new animated one? Is that any good?
It's all right. You know how there's that bit where Captain Sheridan gets lost in time?
Yeah.
There's like, what if we made this into a feature-length animated film? And
so he gets sucked back in time again, like randomly, like before he dies.
It's kind of interesting, but also there's a lot of like story. If I was going to write a Babylon 5 story, what I would have done is like, because they're saying, well, you can't really do a Babylon 6 because there's no need for the Babylon stations after the events unfold. And you can't really do a Babylon 4 because it's kind of like
Crusade 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, or Crusade Part 2, the Return Home, whatever.
Yeah, but you have to do Babylon 1, don't you? Surely.
We don't even know what that's about, but no, I don't really like prequels. I think what would be good is if they did some episodes set 500 years in the future after the Great Burn, and you've got the monastic order, and the way I would do it is you would have the remains of humanity which have become inward, and then they sort of transcend and become like a Vorlon species where they've transcended technology and what the techno mages do, and they become something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's shown in the last episode of season 4, here's humanity a million years in the future, and they've transcended their physical body, and they're just reviewing all the events that led up to that time. And Babylon 5
you can't have the racist Earthlings do that though, Hobbit. That won't be allowed, Because that's what they're implying. They will become fucking racists again. That was the way it was going.
What? So you think the monks in there? No, they were talking
not the monks. They're the liberal.
You mean prior to
everyone
the
else
Great
is
Burn.
turning back into a racist, right?
Well, no, I mean in the Great Burn
first
with the real facts and the true facts stuff. That's kind of like 1984, isn't it? It's just it's sort of paranoia.
But yeah, that's what they were implying. Everyone was turning back into a racist, even though they were doing so much, so much good for the universe.
Because there's that thing 100 years afterwards where
Garibaldi's somehow it's a computer and hacks the copying system, even though he's dead.
I like that stuff. Yeah, but I didn't really. They didn't really strike me as racist. They just sort of struck me as paranoid. They're kind of like CIA on space steroids or something.
Well, that's what the implication I got. That's. That's what I read from that, but reading between the lines.
No, well, to me, it just like, I mean, compared to now, it really just sort of seems like it almost sort of it predates the war on terror stuff, because that's kind of the same mentality.
Yeah, true.
The war of terror, as David Icke would call it.
The war of terror. Anyone excited for the Borderlands movie next year?
No.
No.
It's Borderlands 1, so it's all of those.
I just hate
Yeah,
Claptrap and hate anything to do with the writing.
Oh, Hobbit,
in
but you
Borderlands.
love Claptrap this time. It's Jack Black playing him.
Oh
Fuck
no!
off, mate.
Oh god!
You've just completely sold me on never watching it.
I hope that fat bitch is in it too.
Kate Blanchett is Lilith.
The one that's called the Rhino. She played Thomas Jefferson's crystal flute.
Oh, yeah.
You've never played Borderlands 1, have you, Hammer?
No. But I know the characters from the second one.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing through Borderlands 1 at the minute. I'm fucking stuck on the Colosseum. I want to fucking stab my own eyes out. It's fucking hard.
Also, there's another John Wick spin-off coming out next year, Ballerina.
I don't care.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Strong whamming.
John Wick finished with the first film. It didn't need a sequel.
Second one was pretty good, to be honest.
Three should have been the end.
Hang on, are we all looking forward to Constantine 2?
It's like saying that RoboCop 2
I wasn't looking forward to Constantine 1.
Hey, I'm down for Constantine 2. Constantine's one of my favourite films.
Well, I need to give it another watch. I've got it on DVD.
Shia LaBeouf gets killed, mate. You know what I mean? What can you go wrong there, mate?
Oh, Shia LaBeouf in it? Is it one of those where you go back in time and they've inserted a fucking character in it? They've inserted a character in it.
Shia LaBeouf's one of like the main characters. Gets bitch slapped, mate, and fucking gets slapped about.
Oh, okay then.
He's the rent boy, mate, driving the taxi.
Oh, is everybody looking forward to the fucking Furiosa?
Oh yeah.
Just the film nobody wanted that comes out far too late.
No. Also, can someone explain? Maybe they understand this thing. I'm looking at office chairs, right, and I hear this name Herman Miller come up. So I click on the link and it takes me to the French Amazon page, which is like, okay, so there's like some Herman Miller like chairs, one's €500. All right, fair enough. And then I go, okay, what about like Herman Miller on the Amazon.co.uk? It's just like, oh, do you mean this Chinese literally who company? I was like, yeah, I'm typing Herman Miller. It's like, oh, you want Baoifeng? Yeah, or Shenhui Chair Company. Interdimensionalist says, I have a Herman Miller chair, it's great. Like, where'd you get them? HermanMiller.com or?
Oh, have you heard the leaks? Have you heard the leaks from the Acolyte, Hobbit,
chairs, mate.
Fraser?
Not
you heard the leaks from the Acolyte. It's
what's more likely to burst into flames?
Two sets of twins are born.
The rechargeable water bottle.
Two sets of twins are born. One of them's good.
There's been a few people complaining that they bought Chinese chairs and they got a steel enema from when the compression spring kind of
Well,
went
at least
boom.
the chair didn't eat them like their escalators. I guess that's a plus.
No, their arse at the fucking steel spine, mate. So I
industrial accident videos I've seen of China. One of them is just the guys like putting some bubble wrap into the back of the van, and you think, oh well, surely nothing untoward. I mean, if bubble wrap falls on you, it's just like, oh, okay, that weighs what, 20 kilograms? Yeah, so he puts the bubble wrap into the thing, and he just explodes in fire, and then he's covered in flames, and like the bubble wrap's melted, and it's turned to napalm, and it's just like eating his flesh, and just this burning corpse is on the floor melting, and it's just like, holy shit, they've even weaponized bubble wrap in China. Nothing's safe.
So
I seen one where someone in China I don't even know what exactly happened, but there was something flammable in the back of the van, and they'd got a static shock through climbing through the van, and as they jumped on the floor, they ignited something, and the whole van went bang.
That's the one. Yeah, he's just like putting bubble wrap or plastic wrap into the van. It's just like, oh, just a normal day, you know, putting soft items into a van. Sure hope I don't explode into flames.
Yeah, it builds up a static shock, and like I'm assuming there was something like how you were saying, lithium batteries or something. There had to be something there, because in my head I can't think of what would cause an explosion from a static shock.
It's but it's China, so you know there's like a 15 litres of diesel that are in like milk bottles, open milk bottles or something like that.
And just like butane hissing out
sewer oil, mate. He's got his little fucking kebab shop in the back of the van as well with the sewer oil.
There's a spinning lathe, but the fluorescent lights are at the same frequency, so you can't see the lathe spinning, and you can't hear it because you're wearing your Timo noise cancelling headphones. Oh, what? Is there like some sort of chair conspiracy on Amazon? Like, I'm reading about these chair reviews, so I'm putting the name of like the brand in it, and like it's like, oh, you mean Novilla or H Baba Chinese chair? That's what I was going to remember with the Chinese things. So you know, like the Jaws theme, da 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 da. You know that thing is just like danger is imminent when you hear that those two notes. Do that with the Chinese like CCTV footage, and then suddenly dun 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 dun, which is like, okay, now the fin's coming out of the water, it's danger time, right? Just when the dun 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 music comes in, the Live Leak logo appears in the bottom right corner of the CCTV footage. It's like, you're a Ching Chong Chinaman and you're seeing this footage, like, oh shit, I got to get out of here.
So Fraser, the Acolyte leaks. This is as follows: 2 sets of twins are born, both strong in the Force. They get split up. Some are Sith, some are Jedi. One of the Jedi has to kill Carrie-Anne Moss, who's obviously the girl boss Jedi. But because Carrie-Anne Moss doesn't use a lightsaber and uses Jap slapping, the Sith stops her lightsaber and starts to go around the galaxy doing Jap slapping, so she can fight.
I know interdimensional lizard, right? I mean, I haven't used Amazon for years. I literally started again last year because I wanted a processor, and I'm just using it now, and it's terrible. It's like Amazon's turned into Google when it comes to search results. It's like that thing you're looking for. No, you didn't really want it, did you? It is what you wanted to look at.
Next year's films. Argyle, controversial opinion, but Henry Cavill isn't a box office draw.
Is that your opinion or theirs?
That's my opinion. Like,
really?
You have Nerdrotic and everybody desperately wanking on about him, but nobody goes to watch his films at the cinema.
True.
There's a lot of people on Twitter, autists, who are like, oh, Henry Cavill's into Warhammer 40k and he wants to do a Warhammer 40k movie.
That means it will be good, Hobbit, automatically. Because producers and backers don't get involved at all. They just let you make whatever you want, don't they?
To be fair, Henry Cavill's one of them a bit out there, because he did spit his dummy out over The Witcher, which makes me think that he will put his foot down on certain things with the Warhammer.
But he won't get
the
his
whole
way.
reason why he go on.
He won't get his way. You can imagine the talks beyond the thing where she goes or I go, and okay then, Henry, off you go then, pal.
Yeah, well that kind of happened in the end, but he got 3 series where he was saying, no, I'm not going to fucking let you kill Roach. No, this isn't how Geralt acts in the books. No, this isn't what happened. Like, for 3 years he got his way.
He didn't get a lot of it though, did he?
Well, she wanted to kill Roach. I think that he managed to pull things back on the rails to some extent. Like, she wanted to kill Roach in like season 1.
I think killing Roach was the fucking least. I didn't make it 10 minutes past the start of the episode. I was bored to fuck.
To be honest with you, I've not watched any of them yet, but I do believe from what I've heard, when I get around to watching them, I will enjoy it.
Oh, all right. Is it? You're gonna watch it after you watch the Marvels?
No, my dad's a big Witcher fan. He likes all the books and that.
The
and
Marvels,
he was saying
the Marvels is the best
all
film
right.
I've ever seen.
Did you watch
as soon as I've
season
watched
3
it.
of The Witcher? I never watched it. Was it any good?
I'd have to go and ask my dad because he's watched them all. But I don't know how chuffed he is about is it fucking Hemsworth in there? I think he knows it's kind of be a bit.
Turning Red's getting a re-release next year in cinemas.
What's that?
Is that the Disney film?
That's the Disney film. Is it where they try and sell tampons to a kid or something? What about
What?
a kid going on the rag for the first time or something? There's something fucking bizarre and weirdly sexual about
fuck
it,
off.
Isn't there?
Really?
Yeah, it's
Surely Bob's realising he needs to start making some fucking money to pay these lawsuits off.
The only Disney film I can see making money is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 coming out next year.
That isn't Disney, mate. That isn't Disney. That's
I know
someone
it ain't,
else.
I'm joking. That's the only Disney property that's going to make some money next year. Oh, is everyone looking to
See, the question is, do you think that Bob's now crying in the board meetings, trying to save a bit of money up, because he knows everything's going to shit, and you got like, well, Kathleen Kennedy's gone now, but you've got them all saying, nah.
Has she gone? Wait, has she?
I think she's gone now, or she's being pulled off of projects.
Who is?
In Kathleen Kennedy being stripped back from her roles.
I think she's been that for a long time because did you ever hear any of those rumours about they called them the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse or something? They basically had the Disney auditors crawling over every inch of Lucasfilm paperwork trying to find something to fuck her over on.
Yeah, I don't think she's been fully sacked, has she? But she's been stripped of like I don't even like executive fucking branch of whatever.
I'm pretty sure like her contract from George Lucas is ironclad, and it says like she can't even get sacked for like malfeasance or something really fucking dumbass like that.
What's malfeasance?
It's
doing what she was doing of it.
Yeah, not
What's
being
that?
bad, being naughty.
Yeah, I think she's in a position where she's just going to get paid to go on holiday somewhere. Like she's going to get paid to stay at home.
She can get paid to be on gardening leave. But as long as she's there, no one's going to fill the role. Much like as long as Bob's there, no one's going to fill the role. So basically, they're stuck with Bob and fucking Kathy forever, unless they do something.
Same as the Marvel guy in it. What's his name?
Feige. I think Feige's vulnerable. Feige can go. Feige doesn't have anything that holds him in place. Kathy's held in place by George Lucas, and Bob has his contract that keeps him there 5 years after he retires as some sort of executive. He also keeps the shower as well.
Yeah, he keeps that room. See, I can just see him crying though, like because he must know 9,000 laws. They've got to settle out of court for them women. Like the last thing he wants to do is that to go to court because that will just make them look bad. So they're gonna have to pay whatever there's agreed with. So it's like.
Is he like the opposite of Rorschach, where he's like, "You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with you."
Yeah, well, that's that, isn't that? Like, I can imagine these pictures are coming up like, "Oh, we're gonna do Turning Red, and we're gonna put a chick in it, and we're gonna make a gay." And he's like, "No, we can't do that anymore. I've got bills to pay. They're gonna take my car."
And then
we're gonna do the Marvels.
A fucking chick in it and make it lame and gay.
I mean, got any other plans? Turn over to Feige. We're gonna do the Marvels 2 again because it's gonna sell gangbusters this time round.
Bob's there with the shareholders. I've got an idea. We're gonna make it lame, and we're gonna put a chick in it, and we're gonna make it gay. I bet you hadn't thought we were gonna do that.
Bob goes to the window to check the view to calm down. There's fucking Nathan Peltz sharpening his knife or whatever.
Oh, Jesus. What else is out?
Rumour has it that Reverend Simon Sideways is going to be the new host of Bargain Cunt in 2024. I can't read what that word is. I'm assuming it's cunt, but, you know, YouTube puts that fucking Cupid's heart at the bottom right corner of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Fuckers.
Kung Fu Panda 4. Never watched a single one of those. It's got Jack Black in it.
Oh, you're missing out, mate. Jewish blacks
Put
are
Jack
brilliant.
Black in it. Make it lame and gay.
What the fuck? They're going to remake Roadhouse. How fucking dare you? They're going to remake Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal. What the fucking fuck? You.
Oh, Hemi's mad now.
The fuck? You can't mess with Roadhouse. You You can't fucking mess about. God, you bastards.
Yeah, but it's Jake Gyllenhaal. It's even funnier.
Oh, fucking. Oh, no, I don't know if I can fight because I'm all sad. Is everyone looking forward to the American Society of Magical Negroes? Has anyone seen the trailer for this one?
That's not a real.
It is, yeah.
It is. It is. And they have to survive. They have to survive by keeping white people happy.
I'm not sure if a racist troll or like really woke.
It's real. It's fucking real.
I can check there's a trailer and everything, Hobbit. It's real. And it's in cinemas March the 21st, 2024.
You know something I saw recently which was pretty shit, but also like kind of weird. Have you ever seen a film called Snowpiercer?
Yes.
I've heard about it. It's based on a book series, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
What if there was like a train which ran non-stop all the way around the world and global warming got turned into global cooling because of chemtrails? You heard about this?
And I've heard about it. I don't really know much about it. Oh no, there's a film called The First Omen. Oh no, we're having an Omen prequel. Oh great, just what we need. Bill Nye's in it. Fuck me. Godzilla
Bill
X
Nye.
Kong: The New Empire. Is that the? Oh, that's the Warner Brothers one. So that's a Yank one. That means there'll be a kid in a wheelchair that's mates with Godzilla in it, or some fucking shit like that. Oh shit! There's Civil War's out in April. You know that new. You not seen the trailer for this one?
No, what is it?
Anyone seen Civil War? Where actual Civil War breaks out in America?
Oh yeah, and that's where you got all the memes like you're either a Happy Holidays American or a Merry Christmas American, and the guy's got a gun. Now it's I saw that's it. People are talking about the Godzilla -1 movie, and it's really good, and it's not shit. And it's like a low budget, but it doesn't look low budget.
Yeah, it's the Toho ones. They can release them on a year that's not a Warner Brothers release. They come out every other year, basically.
Japs should just do their own thing.
What else? Deadpool 3 slated for May the 3rd next year. I think that's been pushed back again, hasn't it? I thought that was 2025.
That's meant to come out like fucking 7 years ago. Like, when was Deadpool 2? 2017?
Something like that. That'll be like nearly 10 years, won't it? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think I only watched the first one and half watched the second one. I didn't keep up with any of those.
So is this the fourth then?
Yeah.
Isn't Caesar dead? So like, who are they gonna do it about?
Oh, did he die in the spoilers?
Yeah, he did. I'm sure it implied that he died, right?
Fraser's just ruined it.
Yeah, he's some cunt to Kensei, mate. He's getting the role. him and Fiddle are going to take it by storm.
What's her name out of Ghostbusters? Leslie Jones. Is Leslie Jones going to take the lead? So I could save on the CGI. Here's one. Can anybody guess the story of Inside Out 2? Inside Out, the girl's now a teenager, and guess what? She thinks she's a tranny. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
It's gonna be, isn't it? It doesn't say at all. There's no premise on there. Oh, in an all-new adventure inside of the now teenager Riley, who may or may not be feeling all kinds of new emotions. Oh dear. Oh no, Bad Boys 4.
Ooga Booga Boys.
There's nothing new, is there? There's no original story anymore.
Despicable Me 4. Venom 3. Has anybody heard anything about Venom 3?
I heard that it's taking longer to do because of the writers' strike. Now I'm just questioning. I
think a lot of this is going to be shoved back.
Are we going to see Will Smith true now?
I'm disappointed
Yes,
we never got a
please.
sequel to Judge Dredd, because that film was deserving of sequels.
Why is it they can put all this shit out and not make a fucking Judge Dredd film?
Well,
They can literally just go, Carl, just get the boys back together from the original film and just crack something out. I don't care, just come back with a film.
Well, I'm looking at some trailers for Judge Dredd, and apparently they were going to make a television series follow-up to
Mega
it,
City 1, it was supposed to be on Prime, wasn't it, I think?
which never happened for whatever reason.
Because we're not allowed to. Captain America, Brave New World's supposed to be out July 26th, but they've had to rewrite the whole film, haven't they?
Is that because of John Majors?
One of the responses about the trailer was documentaries never do well.
Borderlands is August the 9th. So
Effectively,
Lilith
we did kind of have a
Lilith
Judge Dredd film with RoboCop, didn't we?
Lilith is Kate Blanchett, and they're going to Pandora to find the missing daughter of Atlas.
Then that isn't Borderlands 1.
That is not Borderlands.
Isn't it? Oh, fucking hell. Roland's being played by Kevin Hart. Fuck this film. Fuck this film. Fuck it. Tiny Tina's in there. Krieg's in there. Someone called Munson.
Wait. Tiny Tina don't even fucking exist in the same fucking franchise.
Yes, she
what
does.
The fuck?
She does.
She's Borderlands 2, isn't she?
Yeah, she's Borderlands too.
Like, Tiny Tina is not a Borderlands character. That's a completely different franchise.
No, it's not. She's in Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 1.
Borderlands 2 she's in.
I don't know. Bullshit, mate.
You know,
I'm calling bullshit. No Borderlands 1 anyway.
Oh, and who do you want directing your
Apparently
games
not.
film? Eli Roth, of course, because you don't want fucking stuff subverted, do you? Tiny Tina's played by somebody
I
called
thought it was a
Greenblatt.
fantasy game with that one in.
And obviously Claptrap is Jack Black. So Jamie Lee Curtis is playing Tannis, which is interesting. Yeah, but fuck this.
Why? Because Tannis is like young. Hang on, like Youngbird in the game. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. We've got
if you were saying that Jamie Lee Curtis is being the fucking monster behind the portal, I'd go for that. She's the destroyer. I'd believe that.
Yeah. So are they going to pick up the story from the film or not then?
No one should pick that film up. That needs burying, mate. That needs locking in one of them vaults.
But it's got Jack Black and Kevin Hart in, but they're so good.
Just dig a hole in the Arizona desert.
Yeah, you can lock
the ET game and bury it in the hole there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put Jack Black and Kevin Hart in the hole as well.
Yes, please. Oh, Will Smith whilst we're at it.
Alien Romulus. Is anyone interested in this?
What?
Alien Romulus.
What is that?
It's sometime. There's a really intense plot thing here. It's set after the Prometheus 2 storyline.
Oh fuck no! Oh god no!
I think it's traditional aliens though, so it's slightly better in that.
Wait, so it's after Alien Covenant? Ugh.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
But I think it's sometime after. Hey, is anyone looking forward to Craven the Hunter? It's hunting time.
I mean, that is like, isn't he like a fucking Z tier villain or something like?
No, he had a really good storyline. It's Craven's Last Hunt or something, where he's dying of cancer or something. Spider-Man has to help.
Yeah, because they did that in the game just recently. That came out, right?
Yeah. I just want to hear him say it's hunting time. What should his catchphrase be? I'm craving for a hoot.
I'm craving. Yeah.
It's craving time.
It's craving time.
I'm craving the milk. What else we got here? Beetlejuice 2. With the only actor in Hollywood at the minute, Jenna Ortega. What else have we got? Transformers 1. That's an animated one, isn't it? Set on... I was going to say Robotron, but it's not Robotron, is it?
Robotron, Cybertron.
Cybertron. Robotron. I think Robotron might be GoBots even. You never know. Saw 11, because why not fucking slow? Saw 11 where Jigsaw is 15, but it's still the same
You just
actor
had a
playing
mum
him.
moment, Hemi.
Speaking of the films, have you not seen the latest? Oh God, come on, Nick saw a Bigfoot joint. So what it's gonna do? If you want to get out of here, you have to cut off your own penis. I don't think we can put it on YouTube for various reasons. However, I'm going to post it in the thing, and you can see the Nick Saw content for yourself. It's something, that's for sure.
Joker, Folly
You've
of
got to cut off
Dirt.
your
Is everyone looking forward to the Lady Gaga interpolation of Harley Quinn?
Oh, kill me now.
Smile 2. I thought that was kind of meh. I didn't think it was that good. Have you seen Smile?
Nope.
Oh, basically you see a murder, and then you see like laughing people come at you till you go mad. I think it's quite a bit like what's that one where that bird gets like the clap, but it's a demon.
Ring?
It follows. You know the last part, you shag someone to pass the demon on. You not seen It Follows?
No, I haven't.
Oh, November 8th is Untitled Sony and Marvel Universe project.
Oh God, what could that be?
Oh, that's something with Spider-Man in, isn't it? I should imagine.
Probably, yeah. That's the only thing they own, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's a collaboration, isn't it? So it'll be that, or it'll be. Do you reckon Venom might be in it? Gladiator 2, obviously a timely sequel there. Only 20 years later. Oh, English. How about November the 27th, 2024? Put this one in your diary. Untitled Disney animation.
Oh wow, that sounds exciting, doesn't it?
DOA. That's going to be Dita's fucking boss-eyed. Wicked is coming out as well.
You reckon they're still going to be able to produce films that far into the year?
I don't know. They'll be fucking dead for them. Does anybody know anything about the War of the Rohirrim? The Rohirrim? Lord of the Rings.
I don't care about this.
What is it?
I bet it's proper dog shit.
The untold story behind Helm's Deep, the fortress at the centre of the Two Towers film.
Oh, fucking what? Is that where
Adapted for modern audiences.
Oh, no.
Oh, the
Gandalf's
directors Kenji Kamiyama. And the producer is Joseph Chow.
Really good. Yeah,
the film's director Kenji
that's
Kamiyama last directed Napping Princess.
Kenji Kamiyama, ding, ding,
And
ding.
the film's writer Jeffrey Addis last wrote Life in a Year, so this sounds dog shit.
Yes, oh God.
Yeah, I have 4 words to describe that. Shaka, when the walls fell.
Yes.
I should be badging a bit of that. Thunderbolts is December 20.
At Tanagra.
The Thunderbolts, all the worst heroes from all the worst villains from the Marvel universe collected together in one team. Is everyone looking forward to that?
Sonic on the sea.
Sonic's back in December next year, December 20th.
Timber, his eyes open.
Timber and Shaka on Dharma.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Why'd you release Nosferatu on December the 25th, 2024? Did they just get the wrong holiday or something? Did someone in the back office not know the difference between Halloween and Christmas?
Will not surprise me.
This one sounds like it might be interesting. It hasn't got a date yet, but the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Is that going to be about the guy that invented Defender, which then the Israeli Stan turned into Krav Maga?
Don't know. It's set in 1939. The British are being pounded by Germany in mainland Europe.
Just to circle back to the theme
Hitler does.
Tonight's show. You remember Grief at the beginning? What was on with his boyfriend Brutus?
Yeah.
He was doing a Purple Aki bit, and he was talking to Stephen J. James. It's like, oh, you do mixed martial arts, do you? And Stephen's like, yeah, I do kickboxing. Oh, bet your biceps are good. He's like, he was talking about, like, what does he look like? It's like, I can imagine your voice. You don't have to say it, but are you Thomas Barden Rees? Except they keep saying Thomas Baden Rise because Brutus doesn't understand how, like, English words are pronounced. But, well, ultimately the Brutus plan is a selfish plan. We've been over this.
Why do they have to do some good casting and some shit casting? He's got Henry Cavill, Eliza Gonzalez. The real British name is like Eliza Gonzalez. I don't know. Fucking Mexico were involved in this operation. Alan Richardson's in it. That's what's his name? Reacher in it. Alan Richardson.
Yeah, I think it's actually it is.
Henry Golding, Alex Pettifer. He was Storm something or other, weren't he? I think.
There is actually, the Henry Cavill 40k thing, universe he's directing, whatever it's like making. I hope he has Alan Rickman as like a space marine because he actually looks like one, not some fucking femboy or something.
Oh fuck yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It's like we watched Reacher on Amazon first, and then watched the Tom Cruise ones, and the missus was like, "I just don't buy him as Jack Reacher. He's not big."
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah.
She's like, I just can't buy into this film. It's not making sense to me. Oh god, George A. Romero's Resident Evil. Isn't he dead? How can he make a film when he's dead?
Yeah.
Isn't John Romero the guy that co-designed Doom?
George A. Romero.
George.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said John
Night
Romero.
of the Living Dead, no? Is that...
Yes, that's who he is. The horror director. The zombie director, more importantly.
Yeah, I thought he was dead, right? No?
Well, still making films. Him and Tupac. Him and Tupac still banging shit out. He died in fucking 2017. Why is this film coming out next year? It ain't slowed him down any, has it, being dead?
No. Well, it kind of has a bit, delayed it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, well, it did take a while for him to get this one out. He's got a decent excuse, though.
Yeah. Hey, George, why are you taking so long?
Oh,
George?
there's another. Hold on a minute, this is wrong. Miles Morales, a teenage Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. That cracks me up on
Is
Twitter.
this the euphemism for scholarly joggers? We're going to call them Spider-Man
Miles
now.
Morales.
No, Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It just makes me laugh how mad people get when, because people started doing about Shooty Gatwa, didn't they? As well, they said David Tennant is Doctor Who, Shooty Gatwa, Shooty Gatwa. Did anybody suffer through anything of Doctor Who? I've only seen clips.
Nope. Is that still going? Oh God! Why can't they just put it out the back of the
I just
ship
saw the
and put
clip
it
about
down?
being a male or a female thing from David Tennant. And I was like, "Fuck,
When he
what
gets
have they done
lectured.
to my boy."
You don't know if this alien's male or female. He should have come out with, you don't even know if this fucking species has sexes. Get fucked, you twat. Being lectured by an uppity fucking person of jogging. So that's next year's films. Is there anything you're actually looking forward to?
Not really. Dune Part 2.
Oh yeah, I would be looking forward to.
That's the action pack. That's the terrorism one, isn't it? Sorry, I mean the freedom fighters.
Oh yeah, but
sorry, I meant the freedom
right.
fighters.
They're not calling it the jihad. They're going to call it a crusade because.
Oh right.
Because that won't upset anyone calling it a crusade, will it?
Oh yeah, this is another film.
Like a rock and a half, so isn't it?
You know the casting direction, by the way, in Dune is terrible, and whoever did it needs to be flogged or sent to Zimbabwe, where they'll be turned into a human kebab. Now, if I was going to do a film and you said, right, you have to meet your diversity quotas, right? You can only have 20% of the characters be like white, and it's like, well, that's okay. That's like, you know, the Paul, Leto, Jessica, Baron Harkonnen, Freyr Welfer, and Beast Raban. There we go. That's 6 actors who are going to be white. The rest of them, well, except for what's his name? Come on, the planetologist, Dr. Liet Kynes. He's half Fremen. No, yes, he's half Fremen. Right. He's half Fremen, but all woman up. And the casting director went, right, so it's set in the desert, make them all niggers. It's like, no, for fuck's sake.
Probably best
is there not a single Arab actor that you could hire in Hollywood? I mean, what happened to all those, like, you know, early 2000s films where you're like, hello, my name is Termid, you know, the terrorist. Where did all those actors go?
Can't they just do what they normally do and just get fucking some spick to play it? That's normally what they do when they don't give a shit.
Oh, next you'll be telling me that you don't find Zaniman attractive. You know what I mean? You'll be throwing more controversial opinions out.
It's like, it's like look, I'm going to do an Alex
You've hit
Jones
the jackpot,
here, right?
Tiger.
that big
no,
titted
she's
tranny,
mate. She's not MJ.
He's more attractive than
she's MJ. She's not even Mary Jane, is she? They retconned her, so she's just MJ. She's not even Mary
the tranny
Jane.
that promotes Bud Light is more attractive than that miscasting of Paul's love interest. I can't remember her name.
MJ.
Channy, that's it. Who, by the way, in the books is described as elfin-faced, red hair, striking blue within blue eyes, and the palest alabaster skin. And I'm like, I'm looking at this El Goblino del Monstruoso, and I was like, this is
but kids don't read books these days. How would they know?
Neither did the fucking casting director or the writers. It's like,
but they usually find the films better if they don't read the book, Hobbit.
Yeah,
that's only true if the book was shit to begin with. It's like when they got
the thing is, Hobbit, they don't even read the back, let alone the fucking book. They don't even read the fucking crazy of it, do they?
Who was that mad bastard that was going to direct Dune originally and have Salvador Dali as the Emperor?
Jarodowski. Jarodowski?
Alessandro Jarodowski. Yeah, he's a Chilean Jew, and he doesn't read English. He barely reads Spanish, and he's like, he had one of his mates describing the book, and it's like, this sounds fantastic. And his Dune was, you know, it would be better. We did eventually get his Dune because that became every science fiction film for the next 20 years. You see a lot of the sets and storyboard elements used in pretty much everywhere, not just David Lynch's Dune. What's that film, In the Mouth of Mars or something? Ghosts of Mars or something
Ghosts of Mars, isn't it? Which was supposed to be the 4th Snake Plissken film, wasn't it?
That's
here's the thing though, Hobbit. I like the Dune stuff, but I find that the second book, Dune Messiah, is just unbelievable. If I had magic eyes, mate, I wouldn't fuck off into the desert. You know what I mean? I'd be I'd repressing people even more.
He doesn't have magic eyes, though, does he? He kind of, because he's got that vision. it's like he's blind, but he can still see things because of the vision.
If I
you can see through other people's eyes.
English. If I had godlike powers, I'd get crushed by a rock by Captain Kirk.
That's pretty much it, mate. You know what I mean? Oh, I fucking got this magical power at the end of the thing, throwing knives while looking for other people's eyes. And he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm blind now, so I'm gonna go piss off somewhere.
But you know what the special MacGuffin was in that? That is the sun gifting him his vision.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't believe that, mate.
His son does become the God Emperor of mankind.
Is he the one?
I know. That kind of. I've started Children of Doom. I've not got that far into it, but you can kind of see.
It's a giant worm.
Yeah, one of them gets turned into a giant worm. I can't wait till.
Fucking hell! Spoilers.
Sorry. Sorry, you've only had 40 years to read the book. Sorry, mate.
Right. The next book in the series is called God Emperor of June. So spoilers in the book title.
Now, I've got to have fucking words about that. I ain't had 40 years. I ain't even fucking 40 years old, mate. So I've had less than that. Not all fucking ancient like you, Emma. Remember when the crinkle cut chip were invented?
I haven't read it. And I've been on the world 40 years.
Henry remembers when the Viennese Whirl was new.
New and special.
Which, by the way, that's like Viennetta. That's it.
Viennetta.
Do you know what I don't remember? This fucking new Coke bullshit. I didn't notice any different taste whatsoever with this new Coke bullshit.
Wait, so a new Coke?
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why? Because in the UK we never stopped using sugar. It was only in there because they could do a bait and switch and use HFCS instead of sugar.
So why do people?
It's even worse in that Hobbit. It was like a double bait and switch. Because they use sugar, then they swap to that shit, and then they swap to high fructose corn syrup. It's like they've still like you see that they call Mexican Coca-Cola Fanta, but that's the same as what we have. It's made with cane sugar.
Yeah.
They got double baited and switched, mate. The original stuff never came back. They just got high fructose corn syrup.
I know. I know. A while ago, we had some American friends come over, and the daughter said she didn't like any of the food because it tasted bland. It's like, oh, god damn, what does American food taste like?
You should have explained to her we're not allowed to use them illegal substances in our food. You know what I mean? They're classed as chemicals where we're from.
Illegal substances like sunset orange.
Yeah, but they put
highly evil,
like
addictive fucking sunset orange.
They got things like Agent Orange and cocaine in their food. So
it shows how petty they are, though, Hobbit. I'm pretty sure iron brew's allowed in like most countries. The only country that kicked the stink off of it was America, and you had to swap the colour in.
Yeah, and the colouring's like ammonium ferric citrate. It is safe. But the Americans get so shitty about how we ban all their literal poison.
Yeah,
they're like,
that's it.
We're gonna ban iron brew. It's tit for tat.
Yeah,
it's spite, mate. It's not even tit for tat because the stuff we're drinking isn't poison.
Oh, by the way, I got to try some of that original and unimproved iron brew. There's no caffeine in it. It's just quinine. It's lovely.
What's that? The 1901.
Yeah, the original and unimproved.
Yeah, that's nice.
Comes in a glass bowl.
1901.
And the other thing I like about it is there's no artificial sweeteners in it because sodium saccharin did exist back then, but it's just full fat sugar.
Tonic water used to. Does it still have quinine in it? It used to have quinine in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, tonic water still has quinine because that's what gives it the flavour. Oh, by the way, it glows under UV light. It's fluorescent.
And also, doesn't quinine stop? Doesn't quinine help with malaria or something? Doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It is an anti-malarial, but you have to take like a really high dose for it. You won't get enough from tonic water. The one which is really interesting, Fraser, is peanut butter. It glows in the dark. So if you shine a bright, it only lasts for a few seconds. But if you shine a bright light at it and then turn it off, or a laser beam,
retains some of the light.
Yeah, it's like for a few seconds it will glow.
Have you ever you have snore strips, don't you, Hobbit? Didn't you say?
What's the snore strip?
Breathe right strips. when you sleep? You ever had them?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever opened a packet of that in the dark? That glows when you when you open it.
So it's something to do with adhesives, but you know that ripping sound? The ripping sound is miniature bolts of lightning. It's electricity and it's arcing. There's something about when the adhesive bonds snap, it releases light.
Oh, what? So it's like a mini explosion then?
It's literally flashes of electricity.
Yeah, there you go. So if any of you use breathe right strips, open them in the dark. It's much more entertaining.
Or if you've got an envelope, just wait until it's dark before you open it.
The sugar tax really hit my pimping business. Had to add another 15% to my hose rate, says Guy Fawkes.
Wait. Read that again. The sugar tax
really hit my pimping business.
Yeah,
had to add
sugar.
15.
Yeah. I fucking hate the sugar tax.
It's pathetic.
They got a completely arse about tit.
But as you know, tax cures all problems, doesn't
it? Yeah. You know what? There should be a tax on tax. That will solve things.
Yeah. What if we tax vegans?
We could call it the...
Can't we just tax vegans? Will they go away then? They're so fucking insufferable with their holier than thou shit, aren't they? I don't eat meat, which means I'm considerably more virtuous than you.
I do like in Italy that they've correctly identified it as child abuse.
Yeah.
You can go to prison for 4 years if you feed your child a vegan diet over there.
Well, they get the odd thing right, don't they?
Can I just say how incredibly dark it was today? Like, I was it was 10 o'clock when I was in the kitchen, and I had to turn the lights on because it was so dark, and it's horrible.
I wish they'd turn Harp off for fucking Christmas.
Turn Harp
nice, wouldn't it?
They just fucking give us a break to turn Harp off for Christmas.
Fucking Harp.
I've never known
that's the
it
biggest
to be...
load of shit ever.
I never known it to be this dark.
Hobbit, tell Fraser about the fucking ships in the sea.
Yeah, the earthquake machines and fucking...
No, it's legit. There are actual ships out on the street. It's documented where they're changing the fucking weather by gushing water up into the sky.
Okay.
Hobbit, tell him.
Yeah, it's called geoengineering or stratospheric.
Yeah, I knew about
climate
geoengineering,
remediation.
but fucking, like, Harp's the fucking earthquake shit, right?
Well, Harp does a bunch of things.
I thought Harp was storms.
Harp can do earthquakes. It can also change clouds.
It slices, dices. It chops when you slap it.
Have you seen? Yeah, I actually want a slap chop, by the way. Now, they're legitimately a good kitchen gadget. Right. So, have you heard of a thing called a cloud chamber? Are you familiar with the thing? It's a cool experiment, right? So, what you've got a sealed chamber and you've got steam in it. Now, steam is invisible, but when the steam condenses, it becomes water vapor, and that's when we see clouds of steam. Actually, what you're seeing is clouds of water vapor because steam's invisible. So anyway, a cloud chamber, you shine X-rays into it, and it turns the steam into water vapor, and it forms clouds. And this was proof that no, get this right, and you can actually correlate it with solar weather. The days when
wait, hold on. You can correlate it with solar weather. So is it the solar weather that's doing it, or is it the
bear with me, right? Bear with me, because you'll understand this eventually. Like, now, it's been proven with cloud chambers that X-rays and higher energy things like gamma and cosmic rays can cause clouds to form. They for whatever reason, nucleate water droplets and form clouds. So, excuse me, the days when the solar wind is less, that makes... when the solar wind is less, we have less protection from high energy cosmic rays, And on those days, we have greater cloud formation because the cosmic rays come down and they form it. Now, because that's one understood, it turns out you don't just need high energy waves to do it. You can do it with low frequency radio waves as well. So Harp will do all these weird wibbly wobbly clouds, which they had to come up with new terms for. Like, that was the thing. We've had the same clouds for millions of years, and we named all the clouds because there's not that many of them.
Nimbus, cumulus, like you used to learn all that.
Yeah, that's it. And then there was, I think it was like 10 years ago or something, that says, oh, actually, meteorologists have identified 2 new types of clouds, and they weren't able to call them Harp A and Harp B, but it's like pretty much like, yeah, these are clouds formed by radio waves. And you can, the waves of them, they correspond to like it's like, oh, that looks like low frequency waves. Yeah, because you look at the clouds and it's hard to measure them, but you could say, well, those troughs and peaks, they're hundreds of meters across. You know, there's like 10 of these waves in a mile. So that's like sort of 10 hertz or something. Now, 10 hertz, how do I convert hertz into wavelength? Because I used to know this stuff. My uncle's a ham radio guy. Convert wavelength to frequency. Right, let's do that. Wavelength to frequency calculate. So if I say we've got a wavelength of 100 meters, the wave frequency for that is let's put in kilohertz. Let's put that in megahertz. Yeah, so 100 meter wave is equivalent to 3 megahertz. Or 2.99. So, okay, 3 megahertz. Well, that's actually fairly high. So if I said it was a 1 meter long cloud, like a 1 meter, that's 299. So if I said it's 1,000 meters, yeah. So if I was going to do, let's put it in kilo. Let's just say we're getting like I don't know, 15 hertz thing. And let's have a look at that in kilometers. 19,000 kilometers. Well, that's half of the world, isn't it? So, okay.
Yes, that's more than half the world. That's nearly the whole world.
No, it's the equator circumference is 48,000 kilometers.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you didn't kilometers, not miles. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I got.
I'll tell you, I found out.
Just like,
I'll tell you, I found out the other day from a greenie online.
King size wrist.
Did you know the equator's hot?
Centimeters across.
What? Sorry?
Did you know the equator's hot even at this time of year?
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, is that something it took billions of dollars of weather research into finding out?
Yeah.
How many sharks had things shoved up their arse to find that out?
It was that, I can't remember his name, but he's like a fucking climate loon, isn't he, on Twitter? And he was like, oh, it's hot. Oh, boy, is it hot at the equator today? Yeah, that's just the closest part to the sun, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Are you saying it's not climate denial, round Earth denial? Well, I'm going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. Have you got to your point? Have you found what you needed to find yet, Hobbit?
What's this about?
Oh, you hurt.
No, obviously not. And therefore, Harp is a load of shit. Thank you.
Finding what? What am I supposed to be looking for?
About
you're trying to explain to me how Harp is real and not
the two new forms of radio waves. The 2 new cloud forms.
Oh, then the 2 new forms of clouds caused by Harp, but they're not allowed to call it Harp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? You've done?
Yeah, well, I've said it. You know, prove me wrong.
Okay.
Don't Stephen J. James me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'll go on Brutus's show next.
Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, Merry Christmas
Jesus.
to that.
Imagine shackling yourself to that particular millstone.
Oh well, you know, Stephen J. James is just he realizes like the winning team's Brutus and Grief. He just He's training to capture all those pos loads. I'm saying he has AIDS.
Chris Packham is a psyop. Can we all agree the dude on the right looks like Dopey Chris, the dude on the left looks like Vinnie Sullivan? I don't know what's that related to.
I saw Chris Packham on Twitter because Jeremy Clarkson responded to him, and that was it. He was making this post about his salad was really great, and he's looking forward to Veganuary. Jeremy Clarkson says, "That's what I feed my pigs."
So here we go from a atheist on Twitter. Not only is God a murderer, but he's also a fearmonger and tells his followers to rape virgins. That's in the Bible. That is, Hobbit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Religious people try not to be stupid. Challenge impossible. Do you realise the only reason religion exists because it's people indoctrinate kids? Murder and theft were still outlawed in pre-Christ Rome and Greece, among others. All Christ has done to the world is attempt to make mankind into an ant colony through blind subservience and the death of individuality. Are you actually fucking stupid? These people. Yes, it's only Christianity that forbids theft and murder, which is why Moses ran away from Egypt after he killed a slaver in a fit of rage. He killed the fucking king, you prick. Like, fucking, how dumb are atheists? How fucking dumb are they? What I mean is that it's like, oh, your God's telling me what to do. So I said to him, I said, well, my God also tells you not to rob people and murder. So I mean, you're going to do that then? Well, oh no, because the human race inherently. Oh, look at this. Bix nude. Look, someone actually replied to me with this. Hobbit, look at that. Look, someone replied to me with that gift. And
let's have a look at it then, because someone's just like, you know, RoboCop 2 has got the crack addicted robot.
Yeah.
Twitter, the only place where well-articulated sense still get misinterpreted. You can say, I like pancakes, and someone says, so you hate waffles. No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. What you talking about? Yeah, I've seen that one.
I got this brilliant nude in it, I bet.
Yeah, Bix nude. Bit of green text. It's.
I think it's rather you pause again. You have ignored every point I have brought up, Lamau.
Yes, that's because I'm not paying attention. I mean, that's what you know. That's the je ne sais quoi that keeps the show going. You know, you say something, I don't pay attention, then I say, can you summarize it for me? Then you do. And then I'll go, oh, this is an interesting thing. And then you'll read the same thing on Twitter like 5 minutes after I read it. I will read saying that.
Did anyone catch this story? No, you won't have, because it's an interracial killing. So it's our girl smiled for this photo. Seconds later, a Land Rover hit the school. Nuria Sajid was killed by a car on her last day of term, blah, blah, blah. So someone said, did any English people die there? Replies, shut up, cunt. And then was racist, blah, blah, blah. So I said, describe an Indian. And the fucking guy that said, did any English people die there, said they ride around on horseback with bows and arrows.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, dear. It really fucking upset him. Because I think there was a couple of posts, because I keep getting mixed up between the two. One of them was a tranny one, and the other one was a atheist one. And I said in both, I said, okay, so you think robbing and murder are okay then? And that fucking it triggers them, because it really fucks them up. And then they're like, well, morals just spring up out of the ground. Everybody's got morals. What about the Aztecs then?
Oh yes, the fucking Rousseauian version of, you know, a noble savage. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it's just everyone, you know. We all just want to go along to get along, don't we?
It's only religion that taught us to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it
religion
wasn't
makes
for
people bad, right?
if it
That's
wasn't for
fine.
those evil monks preserving like history and keeping technology going, we wouldn't have had the Dark Ages. And no,
There's a picture of Dylan Mulvaney naked with his back to you in the photo in a bath.
that's nice. Oh, and also Dylan Mulvaney, he's prettier. He would have made a better Charney, unironically, than the El Goblino bitch they got. I am unironic about that, right? Literally, he would have been a better Charney. How's that for diversity? It's a fucking man.
Why are atheist jokes so bad? Jesus seeing a nail gun for the first time.
What?
Oh, he'll upset because he got put up because he was on the cross with nails, so he's scared of nails.
What?
Yeah. Atheist
yeah,
humor.
it's kind of like them saying, you know,
like the
Jesus
best
seeing the cross is like PTSD
atheist
for him,
joke
right?
I've ever heard was, "I'm Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink." It's funny because he's a piece of shit. He's also atheist. That's why the joke is like an atheist joke.
Would you say that Dax is fucking awful? People chopping up awful. Ugh. Would you say that Dax was a transsexual?
No,
Dax.
It's a symbiote.
Yeah,
symbiote.
It's like the host can be male or female. It doesn't matter because like the actual worm thing that the trills have inside them is just a parasite. Well, kind of like a symbiotic parasite, but it's still a parasite. So no, it's like look, different bodies. I mean, that's like saying all Hindus are trans because they can reincarnate as a cockroach or as a monkey.
Isn't Dax proof that you can get anal parasites and make you gay?
But no.
Yeah, we never. True, Hobbit. True, we never actually see the trill, you know, joining ceremony.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know where
don't
the
how
trill
it gets
goes,
in
do
there,
you?
do
Hobbit?
It's
maybe trills eat poo.
It's a minor plot point, and it doesn't really bear that much thinking about.
Have you ever seen her eat? Have you ever seen her feed the trill, Hobbit? Trills eat poo.
Feeding the trill.
The better part of. Sorry, I've just been distracted by someone farting in church. It's really loud.
Let's play this fart for the audience then.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. That sounds like grossly.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's just so fucking loud.
Those church benches will do that for you.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, she's like singing and everyone's being so quiet.
Oh shit!
Mom, Dad, can I tell you something? Dad, can I tell you something?
Yes, of course, sweetheart.
I'm dating someone.
What's his name?
Her name is Sarah. I'm straight.
Okay.
What did you just say?
No, let's not.
No,
let's
Carol.
just come.
What did you just say?
I'm straight.
So let's just all breathe through this.
No son of mine
Okay.
will be straight.
Here's the thing: when you're young, you experiment.
You know, yeah, this is a phase.
I love you, no matter. Honey,
No, I'm not doing this.
what do you think of Celine Dion? Are you just done with her?
I don't know.
He doesn't know about Celine Dion anymore. This is tough.
You know, maybe you're just not a bottom.
Yeah, sweetheart, you should just try one time being a top. Tonight, we will also on the couch, we'll watch, what should we watch? We'll watch, Hairspray. We can, as a family, just scroll through Grindr. These are so...
That's a sketch. That's a sketch, though.
Fart.
Oh,
That's all I need.
dear.
It's just like fart jokes.
Now we know why all the pews are like cut brown. You know, in the...
What is this trend of women? This woman is covered like bottom of her chin to toes in blackout tattoos. Why?
Because
it's
they
the
really
thing
hate
these days.
their lymph glands, so they just go, yeah, just fuck up my lymph system, please.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Right, I'm done. I'm gonna go and enjoy that.
Yeah, I think we.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Night all.
See you in 2024. God,
Fucking
I'm getting old.
See you in 2024 when Borderlands the movie comes out with Jack Black.
Yeah.
And, that's it. We're done.